Well, for the listening audience, Niki just disappeared while the main screen was going up.
Feels appropriate, right? I had grand plans for a good introduction for the 100th episode of the show.
Was it funny?
But
I was sitting right there.
It was funny too. Hey folks, welcome to the VGB's podcast. This is episode 100 of the show. Welcome. I am one of your hosts, John Warren. Niki's about to shotgun a fucking beer?
Can you fucking imagine? No way.
That would have been
This beer was $4.
Cool.
I'm not going to shotgun a $4 beer.
With me are my two forever co-hosts, Niki Grayson and Lotus.
Hello.
Estamos celebrando hoy because, yes, it is 100 episodes of VGB's podcast. Thank you so much.
100 years.
Dear listener and watcher at home, we appreciate your support. If you want to support us directly, you can always do that over at vgbs.com/join. That's right. vgbs.com/join. You can join the Hive right now and give us money if you want. And you can also go to, nope, that's not right. Hey, folks, don't look at that. That's not right. That's not correct.
That's wrong. That's wrong. It's our first one. Please, it's our first one.
It's our first one.
Wait, hit
fixing it.
Reset.
Now I put on the screen the real link. You can go to join our Discord. It is free to join our Discord, but if you join the Hive, you can also become a Hive member within the Discord and ask us questions. We're going to answer those questions at the end of the show. I'm going to show you our PO box here too. There you go.
I forgot about that. And that gave me a heart attack. I thought you were doxing yourself.
I thought that was your address. No, I just saw Arlington, Texas. I said, this motherfucker.
If you send us something to PO Box 202-863 in Arlington, Texas 76006, we'll open it. We'll maybe open it on the show. We haven't got anything yet. Yeah. Well, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Little do you know.
I've also the postal service has this cool thing where if you set up a PO box, you get to just forward your mail to other people automatically, and so you will also get a third of the PO box
of the package. That's cool. They have a service where they have a machine in the back that splits it.
Yeah, they split it into thirds and they just send it on to everyone, which is pretty.
Niki gets a third of it, but I already signed the contract to drive up to Arlington once a week to open one letter.
To one letter. Thank you, Lotus. I really appreciate that. That has taken a load off of the whole kind of endeavor, so I appreciate it.
Costs a lot.
It costs a lot. You can once again go to vgbs.com/join and join the Hive today. Wow. Thanks everyone.
Today, right now, when you're listening or watching it.
Right now, today.
That's today. Wow, what a week, folks, huh?
I mean, it's Friday. I frequently say that, and it isn't. So
I was going to say, maybe the first time Niki's ever said it's Friday, and it's been Friday.
On Friday. Yeah.
It's rare.
Can we open the part the kimono for a second?
Yeah, part the kimono. Go for it.
I think that's one of the funniest things I did with the keys to the account.
It was good.
I just think it was, and I think it's a good recurring bit.
It's a good bit.
Ooh, Niki. Wait, hold on, folks. I want to just set us. Niki's shoot mad about something. Is about to tell us.
No. I'm not shoot mad about anything. I'm what I'm trying to figure out. Well, I guess what I am shoot mad about is the yearn for voice, for a channel to have voice.
Sure, right.
When channels don't necessarily need voice.
Correct. Yeah.
And I think that at least it's Friday, the magic of it works now that I have taken it to be my own.
It's yours.
And that other individuals have taken it to be their own. They borrow it from me through the licensing agreement. Mm-hmm. But reusing it for other companies / corporations.
Not good. It's done.
Feels illegal, impossible to do. But I also feel like I'm past the point of generating new bits that come out of the mouth of a company. Mm-hmm. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Even though, if anything, now I have access, I have keys to mouths where at least it's Friday would hit harder. Do you know what I'm saying?
All right.
So it's kind of like an eternal.
Our next piece of merch is I have keys to mouths on a t-shirt. I do know what you mean, though. I do know what you mean.
That's all I got. That's what that made me think. But it is Shoot Friday. It's Saturday or Sunday when you're listening to this.
Yeah.
And nothing bad happened today. It's May Day. You can't do anything bad on May Day.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna take a quick sip of my beer while John starts the news.
Yeah, one of those cool late Friday news dumps that we did get is that Ryan Cohen's GameStop is apparently amassing kind of the credentials and capital and all of those things to purchase the Electronic Bay. one of the oldest continuing institutions on the internet.
I'm so mad. I fucking love eBay.
I know.
I love eBay.
I love eBay. Much. It's so good.
This isn't real, right? Like, where is he gonna get?
It is a late Friday news dump, which means that they are literally all this did. I want to be very clear.
Yeah.
Literally all this did was serve to boost the stock prices of these two companies.
Yeah.
By 7 and 10% respectively between GameStop and eBay.
Should have got in.
On extended trading hours, and on Monday it is going to fucking normalize. I need to be so clear.
Yeah.
It's going to normalize.
Just market manipulation is what you're saying.
It's market manipulation, which is a thing that people do fucking constantly.
Yeah.
And it's just normalized and fine, according to us. It's not fine, but it is what it is. But Ryan Cohen wants to juice GameStop's market value because he does have a compensation package worth $35 billion linked to his ability to boost the market cap of GameStop to $100 billion and hit $10 billion in EBITDA. And this might be part of that strategy. Yeah, the clip song EBITDA. Yeah, that's where that comes from.
So, just let me go on. Let me just use the computer. How much? You said the revenue for GameStop?
Yeah. I want to be also very clear. This is something I did put in the notes because I wanted to reveal it to you two.
Great. Okay, yeah. Because I'm
just
thinking
the cap of eBay is at $46 billion.
And that's eBay.
That's eBay.
And that's eBay.
And that's eBay is the thing. Okay. And now GameStop, it's got to probably be at like 60, maybe $70 billion.
Right. You would think it would be just kind of much more
put those
than
together.
Right. Yeah. No, it's at 12 billion. So
is that far?
So you might be thinking like, okay, like let's put ourselves in the shoes. John Warren worth on paper last time I looked at Chase Bank about $10,000. Okay, is what I'm worth. Okay,
that's good. That's good
in my life, right? Okay,
that's great.
And it's like if I just go and I go, what if I bought the Texas Rangers? Like, what if I just decided to go down the street and go, hey, folks, what's up? I love baseball. Let me in. I'm just ready to buy a baseball team. Like Little Big League, the movie Little Big League, and I'm just going to own the team with my ragtag crew. And they go, okay, what kind of credentials do you have? And I go, well, I'm worth $10,000. But if I drop a news story at the end of Friday and kind of let you know that I'm in the market to buy your baseball team, there could be some lenders calling me on Monday morning going, all right, John, we'll give you the few bill you need to do this.
Yeah, the whole rest of it.
Yeah, we'll give you the whole rest of it. And this is what that is.
This sucks.
So, sucks ass. Ryan Cohen fucking sucks. He's a bad guy.
It's a common refrain on this show. We've said it a million times that nothing about doing video games is hard. It's an easy,
easy.
from a business management perspective, making
Right.
them is difficult, obviously, but from a business management perspective, it is not difficult.
Correct.
Not figuring out how to make a store that sells video games works should get you tried in The Hague. Like, I simply do not understand how you can't make that one get over. And then to be like, but my question is why eBay? Like,
combine their businesses. Selling used games for $70 on eBay.com. That'll get them the 100 bill.
And slightly soiled Funko Pops.
Yeah, like, but the thing is, even from like a business perspective, eBay is the thing that GameStop is fighting against.
Correct.
So why would it? What's the
end game?
Yeah.
No.
Are you turning your stores into eBay stores?
I don't know.
Can we announce that we're merging with Kinda Funny? Obviously not do it, but say that we're thinking about buying Kinda Funny just to see if we can get the fucking heat.
Yeah, we should do that. We should do that
on Monday.
We should do that on Monday. We're planning on buying.
Just put a graphic out. Don't even tell anybody.
Don't tell anyone about it.
I'll text Blessing after.
Yeah, text Blessing.
And I say, you can hit this with a quick retweet.
Yep. Yeah. God, that'd be good. Yeah. All right. Yeah. We'll make the graphic. We'll make it the graphic.
Better yet, Niki, let me text Blessing.
You text Blessing's
phone number.
Yeah, I'll give you Blessing's number
from an anonymous 361.
Yeah.
Hi, could you retweet my post, please?
By the way, if you didn't know anything about Ryan Cohen, he was at Chewy. He was also named in a lawsuit with a pump and dump scheme from Bed Bath and Beyond.
You can't say that.
Fraudulent scheme. Sorry. Jerking off and pooping.
Thank
scheme.
you.
People don't believe me when I say it, but pee pee poo poo.
Pee pee poo poo.
Professional comedians agree.
He was named in the pump and dump scheme for Bed Bath and Beyond. Listen, it is important that I, as the legal named legal entity of this business, say this is alleged, and also it was dismissed. Okay.
Yeah, thank you for protecting us.
It was a dismissed lawsuit, but he was named in a pump and dump scheme for Bed Bath and Beyond. He's expressed Canadian government for wokeness and DEI, says they have high taxes, liberalism, socialism, and progressivism, and that's why it's a challenging environment for markets. He was a major donor in Donald Trump's re-election campaign in 2024. So this is kind of like the guy.
A good guy.
Huh? Good guy, huh?
I like him a lot. I'd have a beer with him.
Just seems like a fun guy to have a beer with, you know. Something else that we didn't go super deep on in the notes because I just added it, but LIV Golf, which is the competitor to the PGA, the Professional Golfers Association, I think that's what it's called, is being hugely divested from by the Saudis. And the Saudis are beginning to divest in a lot of different things. And it might just be important to look at their divestment and look at all the stuff that they've just done in the games industry. And just think about it just think about it over the weekend, folks.
Nah.
Just think about it.
Seems unrelated. Is anything happening over there?
Just a couple things, you know.
Oh, okay. I saw that the Grand Prix got canceled, but I just was wondering if there was anything kind of happening. Like,
quick check. Hey, Niki, what was gas by you last?
I filled my. It's like the station closest to me, I think, was at like 590 something.
Yeah, sure.
We've gotten away. The thing that's so fucking crazy. Okay. Something about the east side of Los Angeles that's very different from South LA and very different from Central LA is that the east side has more space, so all of the gas stations have car washes. So a thing that, and I'm sure this is like this everywhere, all of the gas stations that have car washes have this insane scheme where it's like, if you get a car wash, then your gas is 10 cents cheaper. But then obviously it's the shittiest like automatic car wash in the fucking world.
Yeah, they literally spit on your car.
Yeah, you minimum have to spend $8, and then you don't get that $8 back unless you're driving a bus, which you cannot fit through the gas station.
Yeah.
For a while, it was then, well, if you don't get the car wash, if you go inside and pay cash, then we'll give you the same 10-cent discount that we would if you were doing the, 10 cent. Well, if you were doing the car wash.
Yes.
That's over now. That like we just don't do that anymore. Like all of the signs of the gas stations, it used to be like there's a Chevron near me that was like Chevron. It was like Chevron, and then with cash / with car wash was one price, and then credit debit was another price. Now all of the signs have removed with cash, and now it just says with car wash, and then credit debit, and then if you pay cash, it's the same as the credit debit price. And now more gas stations are doing a 35-cent charge if you're paying with a debit card also. So it's just kind of really cool to buy gas now.
Yeah.
But that's just but I think that's not related to the fact that the Grand Prix got canceled or this that you're talking about, right?
No, never.
Okay.
No.
It's weird that you would ask me that. But
just make a conversation, you know?
Yeah, it's a podcast. We got to get to the runtime. It's somehow.
Yeah, they pulled out of the golf
we
stuff.
usually struggle, so.
We usually struggle, yeah. They pulled out of golf stuff. They pulled out of some soccer stuff. They've pulled out of some entertainment stuff. And it's rumored that they may pull out of some professional wrestling stuff. And it's also
have
kind
they
of speculated.
I'm just trying to think. Let me see where WrestleMania is supposed to be next year, because I'm like, no, it was in Vegas the last 2 years.
It was in Vegas the last 2 years.
So it'll probably be Vegas again.
Probably Vegas again, right?
Again. Well, definitely the desert, for sure.
Definitely the desert.
Definitely the desert.
Where is WrestleMania?
Maybe that's why they're pulling out of golf and soccer. Did you ever think about that? You need grass.
It
doesn't have anything to do.
That's so smart.
Too much sand. It says here. It says Riyadh
golf course, and it's like we only play with
all bunker.
Here, sir.
Oops, all bunker. Fuck, Lotus, that's so good. Oops, all bunker golf.
Oops, all bunker golf.
The thing is, it would actually. Here's the problem. There's nothing wrong with the physical mechanics of golf. The problem with golf is the golf courses suck ass in every way.
Yeah. And to get to like what's cool about Tiger Woods 27 is that you're using a dune buggy that you're drunk.
Yeah.
You're drunk driving to each hole. You're just careening off these.
So there's no difference between that and regular golf. You could just say it's the dune buggy in your golf rig.
It's just dune buggy golf. Man, there's no difference. You're right, Lotus. Just some very like winky speculation here. Aftermath did post a piece about this earlier. Nathan Grayson has said that Mikhail Klementov, who used to work at the Washington Post, posted online earlier today on Friday, quote, "There will be extremely funny news about the EA Saudi deal soon." And when asked for elaboration on that, Klementov said it actually would be somehow funnier than if the EA deal had just completely fallen apart. Ooh. So I don't know what that means. Okay,
that's a good tease.
But that's a good tease. It's a really good tease because that would be the funniest thing I can imagine coming out of this. But we should know more about this.
I hope they just managed to buy like 2 Assassin's Creeds.
Oh, sure, that'd be good. That'd be pretty good if they were just like, folks.
We'll have the one we already sponsored, which I consistently forget the name of.
Mirage.
Origins.
That's Mirage.
Mirage.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I thought Origins in my head, and I was like, no, it's not that one. It's a different one. Mirage, and then like 3 ACs down the line, we get that one.
Yeah, 3 ACs down the line. Yeah. Assassin's Creed. Where's the water? That's what that one's called in 2029.
That's why they're so fucking mad about the Black Flag remake. Too much.
That's where all the water's going, and they don't get that one. So yeah, it's really tough.
I'm just so sad about the Saudi Grand Prix. I just don't understand why.
Why
they would cancel it?
Why would they cancel it? I don't understand what's happening over there. What could be going on? Hey, listen, Atari has acquired the emulation studio Implicit Conversions for an undisclosed amount. They worked with Atari on the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, the Rayman 30th anniversary edition, and some other unannounced titles. Atari's pretty psyched about buying this thing. They say alongside the Bake Sale engine and Kex engine, we now have an enviable source of proprietary tools and more engineering talent that will enable us to continue to expand our capabilities across our own catalog, as well as the back catalog of our IP partners. Wow.
I did not know. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. That's just it. Go for them.
Great. That makes sense.
Yeah,
I did not realize that they owned Digital Eclipse. I missed that.
Yes.
They bought them.
They own Night Dive and they own Digital Eclipse. So it was Night Dive was in 2023, and then in October 2024, that's when they bought Digital Eclipse.
Yeah, I mean shrewd business decision from Atari.
Sure. Right. let's buy the studio that's been doing some of our most notable work recently.
Let's buy this stack. So no, I mean, yeah, that makes sense that they have the whole thing now. So
top bottom. All they had to do is remake that nice armadillo logo, and now everything's great.
That's it. No, that was Infograms.
Do they not own them?
Them's is Infograms? John, look it up. John, who's Infograms? Computer.
Atari SA is Infograms.
Infograms?
Entertainment.
So they can bring back the fucking armadillo.
Yes.
Are they going to build the hotel? I'm sad about the hotel. Remember the hotel?
That was me wanting to go to that SpongeBob resort as a kid.
Hey, mom. You remember the hotel?
Go to the hotel. SpongeBob's there. I would
There's nothing else, but it's a SpongeBob themed hotel.
A SpongeBob. No, remember they were going to build a hotel look like Atari logo? Vegas?
Yeah, I do now.
Got press release when we were at Fanbyte about it.
Yeah.
And then they were selling the speaker hats and stuff to raise money for the hotel. They sent me shoes in the mail. Do you remember that? They sent me shoes and they sent me the worst home theater PC ever made. I think I gave it to a Goodwill.
Yeah.
I didn't get rid of the shoes until this last move.
Free shoes.
Atari SA also actually took over full ownership of Thunderful back in March.
Atari shoes never worn.
Stupid. Fucking stupid.
Thunderful made Gunfire Reborn? ? Is that a different studio?
Thunderful made a bunch of stuff. They've made
Who made Gunfire Reborn?
No, they made something that they made all the Steam World stuff. They make those.
Oh, I'm thinking of a completely different fucking studio. Not even close.
Yeah.
Not even freaking close. Well, good for them.
Good for them. Atari actually did something shrewd, which is like more than I can say for most businesses that do basically anything, which is neat. So, Magic the Gathering Arena. Those devs are unionizing, which is pretty
sick.
Cool. They different developers at Wizards of the Coast have signaled their intent to unionize under the Communication Workers of America banner. A supermajority of that team have signed union cards in support of the cause. Now have asked Wizards of the Coast to voluntarily recognize the union.
Which they absolutely are gonna. I'm sure they will. Just waiting for Monday.
There will be no friction. They're just on Monday morning. They're like, "Yep, this sounds great."
Absolutely, gang. Sounds
100%.
good. Why didn't we think of this? Is what they'll say.
You know what? We had this plan, but like, we just didn't want to bug you with it before the weekend. We were gonna actually mention this on Monday, actually. But all right, thank you for bringing it to our attention. No, CWA says MTG Arena is a vital part of how the world engages with Magic the Gathering. We believe that unionizing will increase staff well-being and retention, promote transparency, and ensure equity, and create a healthy environment needed to continue making exceptional products. A lot of why MTG Arena folks are doing this is to kind of like fight against pressure from management to adopt AI tools, generative AI tools, some LLMs, after they've raised explicit concerns about that technology. They want clearer guidelines around that generative AI usage, which seems like a totally fair thing for a workforce to want.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why though?
Does art really matter to Magic the Gathering fans?
When do you look at the art in Magic the Gathering, John?
When do you look
exactly.
at it? I mean, like, when the fuck do you look at it? All you're doing is going, like, do I have land? Is there a critter? You're not even looking at what's going on.
And it's just fucking SpongeBob now. So, it's like, just, who cares?
You know what? Actually, you've now kind of convinced me that I don't think this union should form.
But if the union came out and said, no more SpongeBob in Magic.
No more SpongeBob. I'd be totally in. I'd be completely
He doesn't belong there.
Doesn't belong.
No. Prayers up. Good luck. Good luck. Is this in the... Oh, no. The story's not in here. Hasbro hired or this part of the story's not in there. They hired America's premier union busting firm in response to this.
Yeah. So I'm sure they're just asking them like what not to do, you know?
Yes, exactly.
Like
just want to make sure that they don't step on toes.
Right. We don't want to like bust this up. Y'all are good at that. So like, what should we avoid?
Yeah, you go to the experts for the information, so you just do everything the opposite of what they say.
Yeah, did anyone ever think
business?
They're not the premier union busting firm? People just keep asking them to union bust.
And thank you, Lotus. No one's giving them the opportunity to union form. You're so right, Lotus.
Yes, and
good reframe.
I love the idea of going to a surgeon who's been sued a million times for malpractice and being like, how do I surgery on someone wrong? And they're like, okay, I'll tell you. How to
you want to leave as much stuff inside as possible.
First of all, don't wash your hands. Overrated part of the surgical process. And then you just kind of want to grab whatever knife is close to you. It doesn't matter if it's a scalpel or a butter knife or just kind of
doesn't matter.
X-Acto knife that's been left on the ground for a long time.
Have you ever seen 127 hours? Exactly.
Exactly.
It's like that.
Exactly. And he was fine.
He was fine.
He was completely fine.
He's a famous actor now.
He's a magician.
He's a magician, actually.
He grew up to be a magician, okay? So he's fine.
He's totally fine. He's completely fine. Listen, I don't know. This is maybe one of my favorite genre of story is an executive who just has a microphone in front of their face and just keeps talking until they say something that's fucking crazy.
Which is like, is such a good... It's such a good genre of interview where the interviewer does not really even have to do anything. This is like, not to be rude, this is a nothing story before this quote.
Correct.
Yes.
Right.
And the thing is, even what she says is fairly blasé. It's the way that she says it that is so bad. It is the most normal business interview that you could imagine.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the only thing CEOs were supposed to be good at was talking. So how does this keep happening?
Yeah, how you fuck up.
Yeah,
how you fuck this up.
Media training is real, and you can give it to your executive leadership right now if you wanted to.
If you can, like, there are better media trained 17-year-olds playing basketball in Kentucky now than this woman. Like, it really isn't that hard to not say the words that this woman said into a Zoom microphone.
Mm-hmm. And if you're familiar with us2 Games, those are the folks that make Monument Valley. Their CEO Maria Sayans spoke to game developer at the London Games Fest and said so many things, including basically we don't really make stuff for mobile devices anymore because the market is so volatile that it's really hard to pin our long-term health on it, which is like an interesting tidbit. So they're really focusing on PC console kind of development from here on out, which is fascinating. You know, she said a couple other interesting things about budgets of some of their games being a little bit less, and they're being a little bit smarter about making things a little bit faster and all this stuff. But you know, also just like a note about the company, they employ about 30 people right now. The studio had been around at 40 people when they made Monument Valley 3. And then she just said this. She said, we've been a little too romantic about the idea that we should have employees and give them long-term job security. I think that got us into a place where, reaching the heights of Monument Valley 3 production, contractors were always a relatively low percentage of our employee base. I think that's something we're looking to change going forward. I think going forward, we'll see that we've got a core team, and any growth will come through contractors, which is something I hate about the industry. I just hate it. That was my editorialization. Yeah. I've been in this industry for 20 years, and those of us who joined in the early 2000s, we had it very good. You want to be able to give that kind of stability, but I think that's a shift in how we want to work with people going forward. I fucking love that. Hey, remember when things were good? We just can't do that anymore.
We just can't do it anymore. And the thing about the latter is that I do need it for me. So I'm going to just take this with me.
Yeah.
I hope that's all right. I just need it. So I'm going to take the ladder with me if that's all right.
I like obviously from this side of it, and like from everyone's side of it reading it, like I just want to go, obviously there is like, we don't need to really go into how crazy this quote is, just like unsolicited for like the majority of the audience of this quote. Yeah. But I just want to take a moment for the 40 people or 30 people or whatever within the company us2 that heard their CEO say this. It's like, this hamstrings and does this weird thing to your company forever now.
Yeah.
Because now you just work for the company who is basically led by someone who's just like, I don't really give a fuck about stability. So when we grow, just understand that when we grow, it is so unbelievably temporary that you should always be kind of constantly looking over your shoulder. It's like, what a cool message for your people to have.
It is cheap owner in sports behavior. Like this is literally playing out in
Jerry Jones
Portland.
Bullshit.
Yeah, yes. But it is like this explicitly. This thing is playing out in Portland right now. So I'll try to do it very quickly. But the Portland Trailblazers are a team that has like kind of always been in the middle of like the competitive scene in the West, which is good for a smaller market like Portland. You kind of just need to make the playoffs. No one in Portland is expecting you to win the finals. No one nationally is ever expecting you to win, but you do need to be playing fun basketball. Mm-hmm. And their coach, Chauncey Billups, an already shitty man, was arrested by the Federal Bureau of Investigation for gambling.
So funny.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Well,
no.
No, sorry.
He was
arrested.
He was arrested.
What he did is
allegedly.
Allegedly gambling. But he did for real get arrested. Mm. So one of his assistant coaches is this guy named Thiago Splitter, who is this European man who has coached multiple teams in Europe. Crazy.
Thiago Splitter. Yep.
Thiago Splitter.
Great
legend.
Name.
Like really good basketball player. Lots of good years with the Spurs, and went to Europe after he retired to start learning how to coach some teams to championships in Europe, and then got an assistant coaching job in the NBA, which is the top. And then the head coach gets arrested by the government, and now Thiago Splitter is the head coach. Obviously, this fucks with the vibes of your team when you lose the guy who is your boss for a different guy who was not your boss. Thiago leads this team of like random fucking guys who aren't particularly good, to the playoffs. They do lose in the first round, but again, like I established before, what you want if you're Portland is to make the playoffs and be respectable, and that's it. Complicating all of this is that the Portland Trailblazers were owned by Paul Allen, who was the Microsoft guy. He died famously because he was sick, I think, or something. No one's quite sure. He owned the Seattle Seahawks and the Portland Trailblazers, which like are both Pacific Northwest stalwarts. The Seahawks, given to new ownership, immediately they won a Super Bowl. The Trailblazers were given to a poor guy, which like for sports ownership, no one is poor, but like there are poor owners and there are rich owners. Until recently, the Lakers were owned by a poor one.
Poor owner, yeah.
Like the poorest owner in the league owned the most valuable team in the league until literally last year. What he is doing to this team that has, from the toilet, pulled out an identity, right? Us two, from it seems like shitty management, has been able to create 3 games that regular people know about, talk about, and has a visual style that I do not think is matched. Like I think those games look and sound unbelievable. I think they're really good.
Sure.
And now the owner is like, I think I should just tear the ACL of the company because it would be cool, because then I won't have to, if we don't have to do anything about it, I don't want to pay anybody anything anymore. So I won't. This new owner doesn't want to pay Thiago Splitter what he deserves because he just coached a team to the playoffs. This woman does not want to pay anybody, it seems, to make the video games that she wants to make. She's just trying to have a company of entirely contractors, which is what this guy wants. Last thing. That was maybe not as connected as I wanted it to be. But
no.
The last thing is that this is just funny. The Portland Trailblazers owner in the middle of the playoffs was like, dude, do we need to send the photographers to the away games? I'm not sure if we have to do we gotta do that? And everyone was like, yeah, dog, what? You do. And he didn't send him. So they didn't go. Anyway. So,
now, Niki, I did notice throughout that you referred to us two as a company.
Sorry, and that's my bad. And Lotus, do you mind just picking? Because I'm so sorry.
Yeah, of course. This has come up once.
I've
mentioned it before.
I'm really sorry.
It's one of my favorite things. It is the Us Two Fampany Limited, the family and the company. Yeah, like an Olive Garden.
Yeah, the cool thing about family.
You also work there.
Yeah, the cool thing about family is that you can just say you're not in it anymore. They removed the blood relation.
They removed it. This is a B Corp. Did you know that?
We're a B Corp, John. Like, what the fuck are you talking? Sure. It literally means nothing. Like,
I know, I'm aware, but they make a big deal out of it. It's pretty funny. Fucking unbelievable.
Jordan, cut that out. Just go to the whole basketball part. Jordan, just cut that out.
No, it was good. It was fine.
No, it's over. It's over.
No, it's not. It's good. Don't do that. No, don't do that. Hey, what Yuki, which is the UK's leading voice of the video game trade, they have like a chairperson at the very tippy top of the organization, and who is that? Do you think?
Dick Wolf.
I wish. It's the same. It's the same lady. It's Maria Sands. It's her.
That's good.
So
that's who you want,
right?
representing the industry.
That's who you want. That's definitely who you want.
It's certainly who the UK wants.
It's certainly who the UK wants. That is true, Lotus. That is true. That is true. GreedFall 2 developers Spiders are being liquidated. According to, should I try it? Should I try saying it?
Nah, don't even.
I didn't even write it out.
Yeah, no, don't even.
I wrote out SGTV.
He's going to do it. Lotus, it's not worth it. He's going to do it.
Wow.
The union French Syndicat des Travailleurs du Jeu vidéo. They've issued a statement. I gave up halfway through. They've issued a statement. Said that the studio's fate is a premeditated and deliberate choice by Nakon's management. And there's a whole union statement here. I'm going to read it. It's not super long, but it's probably worth it. Since being bought in 2019, the studio, Spiders, was the victim of financial arrangements in which Nakon was at the same time Spiders' owner, president, and single client. This is starting to sound familiar for other things that I may have been a part of in my life and career.
Name one, John.
Name one. Well, you can't name one anymore. It's all fucking dead, isn't it?
It's all dead.
Quote, the studio wasn't getting any royalties on the games it made, and all its income and liquid assets were de facto seized by the group. In fact, Spiders was an empty shell, its role reduced to being a department inside Nakon, but organized in such a way that it could be taken out at a whim of Nakon's executives. This is exactly what is happening today. Last year, when Nakon abruptly canceled production on Project Dark, unilaterally and without concrete explanations, it started a countdown for the studio, which did not have any contract ensuring its survival after the release of GreedFall 2. Nakon refused to sign another contract right away and kept pushing back the deadlines to sign a new one. It appears that the group also forbids Spiders from offering its services to other publishers or investors, blocking this way out of the crisis. Even after it was put under judicial reorganization, which is the thing that other countries do and we don't really do, Nakon could have signed a contract with Spiders. The administrators confirmed that Nakon never expressed any intention to sign a contract to continue Spiders' activity, and therefore that it never wished to save the company. In general, the management at Spiders and Nakon managed the studios carelessly. They notably ignored many alerts on the company's economic situation, strategy, and management made by worker representatives who gave numerous negative reports during yearly mandatory consultations. In our opinion, all this shows that the liquidation is a premeditated and deliberate choice by Nakon's management. So basically, Nakon bought a company. They drove it into the ground on purpose, and now they want to liquidate it to essentially get the assets and money out of those things.
The 10-cent special. Learn from the best.
It's the 10-cent special, folks.
Learn from the best.
Allegedly.
It works every time, too.
It does. Like, no one has ever fucked it up, you know?
Mm-mm.
It's worked every time.
This is, I don't really think I really have anything to say about this other than this sucks for these people. Yeah. It's cool that they have rights. You know? Like, it's good that because they are in France, they have rights about this. It's good that there is a union
that is like, hey, we've done this investigation, and basically we want the judges to look at this again.
Maybe maybe 33 of them will go over to fucking the Claire Obscure team, and then they'll have 66 people working on the game, you know?
Claire Obscure, made by solo dev and 8 of his friends.
A solo dev and 8 of his friends.
Gun to my head, I could not say what the name of that studio is.
Sandfall.
No, those are dogs over here for once.
Okay.
John taking like, one of his ear cups off to listen.
I was like, I don't mind have been rowdy, but I was like, wait a second, where is that coming from? So yeah, interesting, fascinating story there by GreedFall 2's developer. GameMaker has launched a brand new runtime that it claims can meet the demands for larger teams, broader language backgrounds, and studios that need that need more than what a closed integrated development environment can offer. This is really interesting because all it is making way for Claude Code to be introduced into the tool chain. So developers can basically use Claude Code to vibe code games now. So that's what GameMaker is doing, which is
I just wouldn't do all that, especially if I was GameMaker.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't do that.
Who's to say if that's GameMaker specifically decision?
I don't know.
I mean, they're not owned by anybody, are they? It's like an independent.
Well, they're owned by Opera, huh? And Opera is, they're a cool search engine browser thing.
Do they do anything
that
like on the computer?
I like Niki trying to lead into what I wrote on this.
Just on the computer, do they like?
While John tries not to read it verbatim.
No. I'm okay. I'm okay. I think Opera has got a history of like harassing sex workers online, though. It's like kind of the thing.
And also a gamer browser that uses 99% of your CPU for no reason.
For what though?
So fucking much.
It's just. Can't
they
be
have
for
a built-in
anything. It's
blocker that doesn't work.
It's probably just for.
They have an ad blocker that doesn't work. They have
RGB.
integrations. They have integrations with their browser for all this AI shit. And they suck professionally. They suck eggs, which is neat. So yeah, this is our fifth week in a row talking about vibe coding, kind of sneaking its way into.
The vibe coding will continue until morale improves.
It sure will. We're getting it all out of our system. By the way, because next week, in case you didn't remember,
it's all good.
Our No Bummers episode
Yay.
of the VGB's podcast. Yes, that's right. Next week, episode 101.
If we can't do it, I'm quitting.
No, we'll do it. No, we'll do it.
No.
We'll do it.
No. I'm saying if we don't get through the episode, like if EA shuts down next week, we cannot talk about it.
No, we won't talk about it.
I need to be so clear.
No. I'm committed to I'm committed to it.
It's gonna we can't. It's gonna sound like an episode of Kinda Funny's X-Cast. Okay, we won't say a single bad thing next
You know what's crazy, Niki, is that I was going to say literally the words that just came out of your mouth, but I thought that's the second time we mentioned Kind of Funny on this one. We don't need to do it again.
Well, the first time was fun, and the second time was a playful rib.
I thought you were more for like a Nintendo Treehouse kind of angle.
Yeah, no, it's going to be one of those
Ryan
McCaffrey IGN joints. I'm just kind of like, no bummer summer. I'm in my Tesla. Broom, broom. But there's a brand.
Sorry, did a bunch of clowns just arrive at some
Shut up! Fuck off!
What's happening? It's not at my place.
It sounded like 20 clowns got out of a car and started honking their horns all over.
It's the snacks man. Why are you hating on small business? You don't like small business? It's the elote guy. Now here's
I was gonna say it's my Latino.
Go get some elote.
He doesn't.
Wow.
First of all, he doesn't have it.
He doesn't have elote? Why did you say he has elote?
He has.
He runs out by the time he gets
ideologically, he's the elote man.
Got it. Okay.
He has the wheels though. You know the wheels? Fried wheels come in long tube bag.
Yeah,
fried wheels.
Yes,
hot sauce.
I was foolishly thinking of the cart.
The cart does have wheels. Also, he's got those, and then he's got candy. And but the thing is,
that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, it is fucking clown shoes o'clock.
Like, it's not music. It's not sing-a-ling. It's clown shoes.
No.
We've got
like,
3.
My fucking kingdom for... But instead it's just...
My neighborhood has 3 guys.
Okay.
At
Small neighborhood.
8, yeah, that's it. It's me and these 3 guys. At like 8:45, 2 times a week, a man in a Toyota Sienna drives through the neighborhood with all of the windows in the car rolled down, yelling,
"Great,
tamales, tamales!"
That's awesome.
Tamale, and then I've never seen anybody buy any of them from him.
No way. Are you serious?
I figure he has to
chasing
sell
that thing like a rabid dog. Are you kidding me? I'd be zooming down the street going like, yeah, I got like, I'm gonna be there in what, a month? I'm gonna come to your neighborhood at 8 in the morning and be
just
like,
wait.
I'm just waiting. I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's fucking
John's
go.
gonna have his van parked sideways in the
middle of the road.
Yeah. Just throw him over, brother. I'm gonna roll down my windows. Just throw him over.
So we've got that guy. We've got not a Lotte man. And then we have the oldest, has to be the oldest, smelliest ice cream truck in the city of Los Angeles. You can smell it coming from a block and a half the fuck away.
Smell it how?
Like the fumes of like a diesel engine dying, gasping, begging to be taken out back. But it is still on, still running, 100 million miles on the fucking odometer. You can smell it coming before you can hear it coming. And the speaker is sick, and it's got the classic like ice cream music, but ice cream truck music, but it is not quite at the right tempo. Yeah, it's slightly faster sometimes, and sometimes it's slower, and it depends on the track. And it depends on how fast the car is going and whether or not the truck has hit a bump. It's awesome. Nuts. But those are the three guys that we have come through.
Great.
Our three our roaming shopkeepers that we have in this neighborhood.
Perfect. Well, I love the roaming shopkeepers. We don't have anything like that here. Isn't that crazy? We have nothing like that here.
It makes complete sense.
Yeah, I guess it does.
It makes total sense.
It makes total sense.
You know where you live.
I do know where I live. It sucks. Fuck.
You have a house. Shut up.
I do have a house. That's true. You did write something, late breaking news story. It says the Mac Mini is $800 now because of AI fuckers.
The Mac, and that's the whole fucking story.
That's it. Yeah,
the Mac Mini is $800. I paid $399 for the Mac Mini that I am using to create this podcast and to do a lot of my work on, and it is legitimately like
a great piece of hardware, right?
And I don't even want to be like, I'm really trying to not be hyperbolic. At $399 or even $499, it is a transformational product. Like, it is a transformational like piece of computing that could have like been an avenue for so many people to be introduced to unbelievably powerful compute and also safe, secure compute that would be able to get them through their day, and also teach that, like, provide a bed onto which a person could learn how to use the computer at its base, like at the base one. Right. I got one that was, I guess, actually paid $499. I didn't pay $399 because I got upgraded RAM in mine, but the base storage. Now the base $499 one doesn't exist anymore. You have to pay $799, and they give you 512 gigabytes of internal storage and a bumped up RAM. But the base one is dead, and it's because it is so expensive to get the cheap RAM that it's hard. It's hard to make. Tim Cook yesterday was like, the Mac Mini probably won't be in stock for quite a while. And also, because of that unbelievably, it's really good, really cheap compute. It is unfortunately very good at hosting stuff like OpenClaw and like home LLM style, like productivity tasks. So everyone on YouTube and also Claude and ChatGPT are like, if you want to best be able to run this shit, buy a Mac Mini, throw it in your closet, and then it will be your OpenClaw. You set all this shit up, you text the Mac Mini, and the Mac Mini goes out and does stuff for you. It doesn't really work. It's actively, obviously. Is not news, but it's like, there was literally a story this week about a company that was like, we gave Claude access to all of our stuff.
We gave Claude access to our database, and it just kind of like beefed it to the fucking.
Deleted all of it. And then when we asked it what happened, it was like, yeah, you did tell me expressly not to do it, and I did do it.
At least it's
and that's
funny
crazy.
Sometimes.
It's really fucking funny. They they lost all of their shit so hard that the most recent backup they had is 3 months old.
3 months old. Yeah, it's 90 days they had to roll back. Yeah.
And it's like, if you're that fucking stupid, right? Like, if you feed your, like, I don't have any sympathy for you.
Like, again, I want to be very clear. It did do this.
Yes.
And it should not have done that.
Yes.
And it's crazy that this happened.
Yes.
Also, if you talk to literally any developer that kind of looked at like the story as a whole, it's like, well, they made about like 20 grave errors on the way that this happening. But still, it's incredible that it happened. Very funny.
I put this in here because it pisses me off because I said, I think the Mac Mini is such an for a very long time, I think Apple was a company that everyone was like, well, the shit is expensive because it was, and it's unclear if the value is there relative to how much it costs.
Yeah.
They backslid into being legitimately the best computers you could buy per dollar. They finally made one that was cheap and accessible. And because of people who have a shit ton of money, the cheap and accessible thing is not actually cheap and accessible anymore, which has given Apple the opportunity to be like, well, actually it's unbelievably expensive for everybody. Yes. Yeah. And now nobody gets the cheap compute that we backslid accidentally into, which is just a bummer, because I'm really thinking about like the ways that if for very many moons I was begging my mom to get me an Intel Mac Mini. And my mom was like, no, it's too expensive, even though it was cheaper than the computer that ended up being purchased for me, blah, blah, blah. It's a whole other thing. But I was like, I think this will be more advantageous to me. And at the time, it was not even very good. It was not even that good of a computer.
Sure.
This computer is so good. It's so good. The MacBook Neo is so good. And I think it's such a bummer that we have finally worked through this process of like legitimately, from a hardware perspective, democratizing this stuff. And at the same time, we have run into this wall of, well, actually, we need it so we can send a Telegram message so a robot can read the emails I don't want to read.
I really got to set up an agent in my closet to remind me of the tasks that I've got in 3 different task sorters that I just don't really want to check myself, even though I did set it up to do that.
Even though I set it up. And also I set the reminder myself.
Yeah.
And there's an app on my phone.
There's an app on my phone, but I did ask an agent that's in my closet to basically kind of just be my assistant, Yeah.
And it's such a bummer.
We got to set up our own agents. Everyone at home, bees at home listener, set up your own agents. Send us, sound off in our Discord. Sound off in the comments. What do your agents do?
Yeah, how many do you
have?
What
do they do? How many?
And how did they 10x your business?
How do they 10x your business?
Really good question.
How do they 10x your poopy time? Like, because we're all looking for ways to make that more efficient, right? Optimize. Mine told me yesterday, actually take your phone in there for even longer. Yeah, get that. I'm getting, by the way, folks, I'm getting fucking crazy shit on my TikTok for ads.
I thought you were off of that.
Next story is, by the way, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. The Imagine Dragons guys made a Capture the Flag game. And I corrected the record after we posted the show. I misspoke, and I misread that the guy said we need 100K concurrent players to basically be a sustainable business. And that's not what he said. He said we actually don't need that. Oh. We don't need 100K, right? Like, and I was like, oh, that's what you want to hear. But I'm here to tell you that they did not secure the sustainable number that they did need to keep it going, and they are not going to make more content for this game that there are no players for.
How many max did they get, John?
I don't remember the max that they got. Did they get 700 or something?
No, they never crossed 600.
They never crossed 600. And again, I need to be so clear. We are not a podcast that's going to sit here and fucking doom post about concurrent player accounts.
Dead game?
However, if you're going to make one of these, that shit kind of matters a little bit. So
it's not, and I think we did this last week. John, I don't even think you need to read the quote. Like the quote's in here. I don't think we need to do it.
I wrote it to remind myself of what this is about, but no, it's fine.
The problem with this game is not that it is dying.
Yeah.
The problem is that it was made at all.
Yeah, agreed.
Right? Yeah. And not from a like, oh, I'm upset that the people who worked on it. No. That's not what I mean.
Not at all. Not at all.
It is such a string of bad, obvious decisions made by people with a fuck ton of money to create an environment where instead of being like, I think this money would be spent better doing something else.
Yeah.
They said, yes, Imagine Dragons, you can make a capture the flag multiplayer game.
Yeah.
Obviously, that wouldn't garner more than, like, I could tell
Obviously.
My dog could tell you. Just make a little game. Just make a fucking PlayStation 2 game. Like, just make a PS2 game. It would make you more money, and you also then wouldn't be hamstrung by every 15 minutes having to refresh Steam charts to see how many people are playing your game.
Correct.
Because it wouldn't matter. Because you would have finished making the game already. So any sale after you recouped your money
that's just gravy,
would be
baby.
into your fucking bank. Like, that's the issue with this. Not the fact that the game exists. It's just that it shouldn't.
Of course not.
The market conditions that dictate that a game like this can be made are indicative of a failing, dying industry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This team is moving on. They're making something else.
No, they're not.
What that is.
They aren't. Like, they aren't.
Imagine Dragons does have infinite money, and they are gamers with awful taste.
Sure.
I can't say that they'll make another game, but I know that they want to.
They want to.
Yeah. That's what I'm like. What I'm saying is there's the part of the money acquisition faucet. They're not going to be able to find an idiot to give them money again for another 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
So like saying like we're making something else like soon, this administration? No, you're not.
Right.
Like, well, maybe this administration. You don't know. We don't know. Could be the same one.
Rumor has it that their next game is going to be an action title starring someone that's just a young gun with a quick fuse who is uptight, wants to let loose.
Welcome by Niki left.
And dreaming of bigger things, leaving their old life behind. They're not a yes sir. They're not a follower. They don't fit the box. They don't fit the mold. They want you, dear player, to have a seat in the foyer, take a number, and see the lightning before the thunder. You know.
I know you don't know anything about Pokemon, John, but you know how they have abilities, like a passive.
Yeah.
There's an ability in Pokemon called Mold Breaker. And do you know what Pokemon tells you that ability does? Not fucking shit. So as a child, I'm like, are they called Tyrant? Cranidos. I got a Cranidos that's got Mold Breaker. My Cranidos comes into battle or something happens. And the little text box says, Cranidos is breaking the mold. What the fuck does that mean? I've looked it up many times. Still don't know what it means. Still don't know what it does.
That's crazy.
Something.
That's crazy.
Niki,
what's up? Welcome.
How do you feel about fossil Pokemon abilities, Niki?
Yeah.
Mold Breaker is the one where if the other Pokemon has an ability that it doesn't work against your Pokemon.
Oh, that's the anti-intimidate one.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes. Or like pressure doesn't work.
Yeah.
On
Cranidos is breaking the mold.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Young Gun.
Yeah, thank you. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted.
Somehow it never occurred to me that that's what you were doing. I thought you were just being regular dumb. I thought basically what you were doing was like, I heard Imagine Dragons' next game is you can either choose to take the stealthy approach or go in guns blazing. I thought that's what you were doing. Now it's just like,
wait,
that could
we
be.
We didn't even talk about, speaking of stealth, we didn't talk about Garth Marenghi's new game, Thick as Thieves, which is coming out next week.
Yeah, it's really
or the week after.
Yeah,
quote unquote. That's, if you're remembering, you may remember that game from when I was a little drunk on the Giant Bomb couch last year. And Garth Marenghi. I mean, it was great. Was I wrong? I didn't say anything wrong, and I had a blast.
You didn't say anything wrong. No,
I just was not sober.
I was very proud of you, and I was like, "That's my friend Niki," and you know what? They've had a few.
I've had a few. I was sad.
You were.
Yeah, I was sad.
You were sad.
I was sad.
Wow. You sent
wow,
me
was
so
I sad?
Many,
wow,
I was so many texts that night. I remember.
I was
that.
so sad. I was so sad. Anyway, Garth Marenghi was there. He was on the couch talking about his new game, Thick as Thieves.
Thick as Thieves.
And you may remember it being announced last SGF as a PvPvE.
Yes.
Wait, yeah, PvPvE stealth game that you could play with your pals and against your pals and against the environment. Then you heard nothing about it for almost a calendar year until very recently when they said, we're putting out the first 2 levels. Also, it's just cooperative now. And it comes out in 2 weeks and it's $5. Don't ask any questions.
Any other questions, right? Yeah.
So that's interesting.
It's you know what I like to say these days? It's information.
Yes, that is information.
It's information.
It's information that I have received. Warren Spector?
Thank you.
Yeah, Warren Spector. Yes.
Not Garth Marenghi.
Not Garth Marenghi. Yeah, I this is the second time this has happened. I don't think you should be allowed to release a game and then be like, it's chapter 1 actually.
Yeah.
I really don't like that. Yeah.
I kind of thought that's why Steam made early access. Also an ImSim. It's almost as if they take 1 fucktillion years to make because of what they are.
Yeah.
Maybe
crazy.
You don't even need to fucking announce your video game Ambrosia Sky if it's not anywhere close to being ready.
Finished.
No one's making you. Unless, I guess, you are the...
There could be someone making you.
Yeah, Jeff Keighley could be the guy that was in Merritt's room and then my room on this week's episode of If You're Driving. So
yeah, it could be. That could be who was there.
You don't know.
He's got a gun! Some news that broke this morning, which I was very sad about. Paste is totally shit-canning all of their games writing, from Paste Games to Endless Mode to AV Club. Garrett Martin started with Paste Games back in 2011. That was so long ago. I spent 15 years working in a combination of these places. Paste Games moved on to become Endless Mode. Garrett Martin was on this very show about 10 months ago to talk about Endless Mode. It seemed so exciting and fresh and cool. And they got their own URL and their own space, and that's going to be really neat. And that went toe up in like 6 months and then transferred to AV Club Games, which is now just no more. So Garrett and the rest of those writers, including friend of the show and former colleague Diego Arguello at a column there, are now out of those positions. Like you could, like Aftermath has written a piece, like a lot of people have shared over on Blue Sky, just kind of like memories of Pace Games, like a lot of amazing writers. I said it, I think, when he was on the program. If I didn't, I know I said it at some point kind of before or after. Also said it on Blue Sky. I'm also going to repeat it today. Garrett Martin, probably the single best talent scout in this industry, maybe ever, in terms of looking at young talent, saying yes to stuff that a lot of outlets would just say no to, and also being a very, very, very fucking talented editor to take fresh young pieces from people that may not actually know how to kind of put that stuff together, but have like at least a spark in their head that can get it most of the way there. He was amazing. I'm talking about him like he's dead. He's not. Sorry, Garrett. Sorry, Garrett. Garrett's very alive and well,
super
and also
alive,
like pitching stuff and around, and like I've been using
not
is
dead.
all day, and today in this moment was the first time I said was. Sorry, Garrett.
He's dead.
Not dead. Not dead. Garrett is very much alive. Garrett, one of the very best at taking those kinds of pieces and turning them into something like super coherent and concise and easy to read and just a joy to read. So Garrett and all those writers, if you like any part of the modern games criticism industry, quote unquote, I think you owe quite a bit of that to Garrett Martin. So Pace Games, Endless Mode, and AV Club games all shuttering, and super sad about that.
This is such bad news for fanbyte.com, because where are we going to get guys from?
Where are we going to get guys from? I do remember telling him to his face in that episode, shameless. I was fucking shameless. I would like someone over at Pace would write something, and I would be in their inbox going like, "I bet Garrett doesn't pay you enough, does he?"
I bet Pace won't give you any money for games, huh?
Why don't you come over to Tencent? We'll pay for it. We've got a stipend for you, and we're definitely more stable than Pace Games will ever be. So we were I was
just really fucking sucks for fanbyte.com, because we're not gonna be able to find anybody moving forward.
No talent, so
tough. It's like uniquely devastating. In a way that is like this. It feels like a school closed.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yes. It feels
like that's what this felt like today.
Like the town's oldest university left.
Yeah. Yes, right. It's like, it was the only school we maybe ever had, and the last one,
and the only school.
Yeah. And I think that's why it was so like uniquely crushing today, because I was like, "Fuck, dude!" Like, obviously we're not, none of us are stupid. None of us, well, I was gonna say none of us in the industry are stupid. There are a lot of stupid people in this business. Sure. But like, no one you care about is stupid. We understand, we see the writing on the wall and are moving in opposition of that. But like, there was something in me still that was like, well, we got to keep the schools open.
Yeah. Right.
The schools continue to be open. Sure. And like, what after the school, like, for sure, we have no guarantee on what will happen when you're finished with school.
Yeah, but the school's gotta be open.
But the school's going to stay open.
Yeah.
And the school's closed.
And the school's closed. Yeah.
And if that's not perhaps a larger metaphor, Refantasio, for this great nation, I don't know.
Whatever they do in that soundtrack. I don't know Gaelic.
I think that's what they sound like, Lotus. 101.
I know I'm not far.
No,
you're not far.
Atlas spent a lot of money on the child that they put into the. Yeah.
They put a kid into the Charlie Brown adult Wawa machine, and that's kind of what it sounds like. But yeah, I was super bummed about that, and really, again, I mean, we were joking about it, but truly, if you liked any part of the Fanbyte roster of writers, it was a lot of Pace Games people. So. Bummed about that, Garrett. I'd love to have you on the show again. I'll send you a message, and we'll chat, because I'm super bummed about that. Niki's gotten up again, presumably to cry, or to catch the elote man,
who is now 3 miles away.
3 miles away. 3 miles away at least. But we did play some things this week. Well, when I say we, I mean Niki and Lotus played some things.
John, for the last 2 weeks, has written that he's going to play something. And then when I come back, right as the show is starting, it has mysteriously disappeared. But this time he did replace it with words that said, never mind, I didn't play shit.
I didn't play shit this week. I wanted to play shit. I didn't really have time to play shit.
That's real.
But I do want to start with Lotus, who played a game called Flotsam.
Flotsam and Jetsam.
Flotsam and Jetsam. This is made by Pajama Llama Games.
You want to try that one again?
Well, it's Pajama Llama.
They're from Belgium. I don't know how they're gonna say it.
They might be different out there.
It could be that way. But yeah, this is
Pajama Llama. That's how they would say it.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. Yep.
That's how the Flemish do. Flotsam is a moving city builder. It came out in early access like 6 years ago, and then their publisher Congregate was like, no, and they left. But thankfully,
who owned that?
No one knows.
No one's quite sure.
I think it was GameStop.
They did stop the game.
They did. Anyway, sorry.
Anyways, and then a different, funnily enough, also moving city builder, The Wandering Village, did very well. And so then the developer Stray Fawn was like, hello, Flotsam. We like to publish you now. And they said, oh, great. Okay. So yes, the game is out now. It came out in 1.0 at like the beginning of this past December, and they have been up it very regularly. I sent in a bug report with no other. Email was optional, and I was like, my eel generators aren't working. Okay, my electric eels are not generating electricity sometimes. And I took a screenshot, and then 3 days later, it was fixed. So
hell yeah.
That's awesome.
There was no way for me to receive a notification, but all of a sudden the eels were working.
Back in game dev, they said it wasn't possible, Lotus.
They said it wasn't possible. But here I am doing QA for Flotsam. I played like 40 hours of this in a week.
Is that good? Does that mean you like it?
This one.
It means I like it. Is it good in some ways, but not others? The whole shtick of this is that you are in the apocalypse. It's a water world scenario. The sea levels have risen, so you can only see certain things. You have a little boat with a couple guys on it, and so you have to do like Pacific Log Town in Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, a city that's completely nothing, but really captures your imagination as a child, where you're just building out of trash all around and trying to salvage plastic and seaweed and go fishing and dry out all the wood and shit and try to just survive and drive around. It does kind of like go places in the way that city builders do, where at first you're like picking up wet seaweed and eating it, and then 30 hours later you're like, I've built a restaurant and we're making a bouillabaisse in there for all my guys.
Fun. All right.
Yes.
I love that.
I wouldn't necessarily like call it deep, but that's probably for the best. This is something that the Wandering Village also does, presumably because they both understand. The city's moving, so like there's a lot to manage just in that sense, as opposed to having the stationary thing where occasionally like an event will happen. I do kind of wish there was more like friction in some places, not necessarily like pirates or something. But like there's this way you can get sick when you go into polluted areas. None of my dudes have ever been sick because it's like you could just kind of
fucking brag about it, Lotus. Damn.
I'll brag about it all I want. Halibut, Halibutt, he's never been sick.
Wow.
The automatic names are actually pretty funny. My first three guys were named Mishmash, Riffraff, and Buoy Toy, like boy toy, but for buoys.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's really good.
They're all like kind of stupid like that, which is fun. I'm doing the campaign. I'm not quite done because I'm on like what I think is maybe the last mission or like the second to last mission. I'm trying to get my little achievement, so I'm just waiting on doing that. But it's just about finding different guys with your radio tower basically, and they're like specialists that unlock different parts of the research, which is like slightly awkward at times. They kind of suck because the only ability that they have is whatever their unique thing is. For a couple of the guys that's good, like farming, because you always need someone who can farm.
Right.
But for the other things, it's like, well, they just unlock part of the research tree and then they're there with 0 stats. And I'm like, well, now I have to level you up or else you're going to take 30 years to craft plastic.
Oh, I was gonna say, can they become useful, or can you
Yes,
just
it just
toss
takes
guys
time.
into the ocean that you don't want?
I think it's more of the Animal Crossing situation where if you make someone's living conditions bad enough, they'll leave.
Got it.
They leave. Got it.
But for me at least, there's a lot of stuff that you're doing passively in terms of like crafting and stuff where I'm like, if I'm far enough ahead, it kind of doesn't matter if they suck. And then you can also open the schools. You can build a little school if you get books, and then they will go there and they'll level up like way faster, and then they get stats and whatnot.
Makes sense. That's cool.
It's a good game.
This game,
it's so pretty. So cute.
Yeah, it's really pretty. I want to give it a compliment, and it's not going to sound like a compliment. This looks like it looks like this company was the second company to understand what cell shading was. Like,
no, that's fair.
Like it looks like
it's a really specifically like European cartoon style that they actually did right, putting it into a video game, which is not easy.
No, it's not. It looks great. It's like all this stuff is really legible. I like the UI because it's kind of rounded and soft in a way.
Oh, that reminds me. One super fun thing, and this is one of those things that's like you wouldn't notice if they didn't do it, but you do notice because they did do it. But like when you send your little guys out to scavenge, it's not like super in-depth visually, or it's not super complicated animations, but there is like different stuff for everywhere. So like you need to salvage metal so that you can make certain things. And you do that usually by finding like an abandoned highway that's like above the water line. So you send your guys out in their little boats, and then they get out and they have their little hammers and screwdrivers and stuff. And they do actually like run around and like break the cars and the signs down, and they do like disappear. And then they go back. Awesome. If you go to scavenge like apartment buildings, you will see them, get on like a low roof and then go up the fire escape and like disappear and then reappear through the door like Scooby-Doo and then appear at the top and then go take the books or whatever and come back. And all that stuff is like, there's a lot of really nice, funny little details. Like also usually in a city builder, your like items, you wouldn't be able to see them, or they would be in a storage building or something. But all the storage in this game is open air. So you'll just have like 50 fish just like all stacked up in neat little rows, and they're like cute little fishes and stuff. It's all fun stuff like that.
Fish stack.
Yeah, and then there are my eel powered generators, which are giant tanks with a bunch of pipes coming off of them full of electric eels, and then when you chum the water, they make electricity.
Just like real life.
Just like real life. It's just good. It is also called electricity in game, including pre-apocalypse, I think.
That's good. That's good.
It's a good game.
It's a good game. Flotsam. It's out right now. It's $25 standalone over on Steam. So go check it out. Niki, you played something. I know you played it because I received several videos of you playing this game, as you have stolen, quite frankly, my likeness to use in the video game Tomodachi Life.
Yeah.
Tomodachi Life.
Tomodachi Life.
As it's been written.
Live. Tomodachi Life.
Yeah. You add Tomodachi to your game?
I should build someone named Tomodachi.
Yeah.
Tomodachi and Chad Jippity.
Oh, fuck, I gotta make Chad. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta
write it down.
I have to make a note or else I won't do it. I'm gonna
Hi, I'm Tomodachi, and this is my partner, Chad Jippity.
Are you gonna ask Siri?
No, yeah, because otherwise it's not gonna happen.
Oh my god.
Hey, tomorrow at like I don't know 3 o'clock.
These Mac Mini fuckers. I wrote an agent to remind me to put Tomodachi Life and Chad Jippity in Tomodachi Life.
I have my agent play Tomodachi for me. This is always gonna come up like regularly because it makes me laugh so much. But super best friends playing Detroit Become Human, and one of them playing his car, the android, and turning on a vacuum. It's like, why the fuck does he have a robot for his robot? Why do you need 2 fucking robots?
Yeah, Tomodachi Life, it's really good. I think to call it a video game is a stretch.
You're playing with dolls, huh?
You're playing with dolls, like, so deeply. And, like, obviously it is a thing that actually is only possible because it is a video game, but there is not, like... It does not have traditional... It is of the 3 Animal Crossings that Nintendo has right now, it's the least video game of them. Yeah. I would put Pocopia at most video game, Animal Crossing is in the middle, and then Tomodachi is the least video game.
Yeah.
It's really goofy in a way that I'm legitimate. I had no experience with the first game, like literally none, other than seeing the vines.
Yeah.
So I had no, and like the videos would come up on Twitter and stuff, and so I had no real understanding about how quickly it becomes goofy and like it is so
you thought that people
weird.
were making those choices.
Yes,
but the game really is just like that.
No, the game is just like that. Actually, the amount of, and I do think that this makes it kind of incredible. The amount of work that the video game does when you just give it noun to then recontextualize noun or verb or adjective into something unbelievably funny it's the best Mad Lib you could possibly engage with.
Right.
And then, you are creating, you have an attachment to these me's that you are creating, and then watching them organically build relationships and build language, right? Like there is a linguistic simulation that happens in this game, which again, I was really not I had no idea about, but you will catch characters talking to each other about shit that you have not told either of those characters about. And it is because they have heard it from a third or a fourth or a fifth party, but because of the way that the simulation works, like they are building their own language on this island and relating to each other, spreading rumors and passing along information in legitimately funny ways. It also gets out of your way really quickly in a way that I was not expecting for a Nintendo game. I was kind of expecting it to really be handholdy, and I need to be clear, I'm not 100% sure how much of that is because I had played the demo already, and like the demo progress just kind of carries over. So like I had the demo, I got to the end of the demo, and then I bought the game, and then it just picks up right from the end. But even still, I think I played the demo for maybe an hour. So I carved off maximum 1 hour of playtime before I got into the game. But now I feel like I'm playing the video game, and and the rate at which stuff unlocks feels like, it is not added. It is not overwhelming. It is simply additive. Sometimes you play a game and you're like, oh boy, I am in the hole on this. Like, I don't even know, like a city builder sometimes. Animal Crossing is a great example of this, where you're like, they're like, you can build bridges now. And it's like, I don't even have the money to build a bridge. So like, cool.
That's great information, but I'm not going to be able to do this for 3 to 4 literal
literal business days.
Yes.
Quick good thing about Flotsam, one of the specialists you can unlock is the architect, and when you build her little building, you can go into architect mode and just move everything around.
Oh, that's amazing.
Like for free.
It's so cool.
What a quality of life thing to
it's important
to something like that.
Now my solar panels are all lined up all nice,
facing the right way. And Tomodachi Life also is like, we're putting these houses here just for a second, just so you understand that it is actually legitimately important whose houses are next to each other, because some like you can, I think you can see, well, I feel like I can see the invisible hand at work. I feel like there are people who are not looking at it as critically or not going to see the invisible hand at work, but like clearly one of the first like robust relationships that the game builds is by putting 2 houses next to each other, and those 2 me's become friends. And then after you see that that is a thing that is possible, then the game is like, now you can put this shit wherever you want.
Yeah.
And maybe, hypothetically speaking, if you put people who like each other next to each other, things might happen. And it's like, that's awesome. Like, I did just watch you do that for me. Thank you. And also, it's good that you're telling me now. So, of course, immediately I built Caillou, and I put him on an island that is not connected to land and inaccessible otherwise. And constantly I visit him, and he says, I would love friends. And I say, that's crazy, bud. See ya.
Crazy.
And then he comes outside, and he sits, and he rotates himself towards the island where everybody else is having fun. And he just kind of kicks his feet. And he's never spoken to another person. And it's unclear. They'll let me put, I think, like 50 or 60 guys on the island. He might never meet anybody.
You've made Omelis in Tomodachi Life.
Yeah, he might
Just
never
Caillou.
meet anybody. And I'm trying to figure out when to integrate him, because I will, and I think it'll only be one or two times. Why not?
Finally, we're finally integrating the island for Caillou.
What's not? What's wrong?
Segregating against little kids with cancer.
I think he's 3/5 of a person. Like, I don't understand what the problem is.
He's pretty short, Niki.
He's pretty small. He's just a kid. And like, he does have some rights. I don't understand what the issue is.
I've given him some rights. Come on.
Yep.
I feed him sometimes. Like, I don't know what the fuck it was.
What's the point? He can't even get up to the drinking fountain. It doesn't matter which one he can use. You know?
The game asked me to make food yesterday because it was like, there's so much there's a place called the Palette House, I think is what it's called. And in there, it just is a paint. It's just a MS Paint window, and then you can draw whatever you want, and then you can tell the game what object it is, I was really confused because, like, week 1, I saw a video that was like Solid Snake was receiving cigarettes from someone, and I was like,
oh yeah,
what the fuck are you, what do you mean? Yeah. But no, you can just...
I also saw, I didn't see cigarettes. I saw one wide cigarette that someone had.
That is also like you can anything you can draw, you can make, and because you can just call it anything you want, you can. So I made a cake, and then they were like, okay, well, do you want to put any stickers on the cake? And I was like, what are the stickers? And then there was a sticker of like a soft serve ice cream cone, so I put that on top of the cake, and then afterwards it was like, how much light do you want the object to generate generally? Like, and it was like, you could change the setting for the nighttime and the daytime. And I was like, okay, well, obviously at night it is going to be brighter than the sun. And then in the daytime it is going to be regular. So whenever I feed them, it's going to be the brightest object on the screen.
Yeah.
Then they were like, name it. And I was very sleepy when I was writing it, and I tried to write ice cream cake, and instead I wrote ICEVCREM, which the game pronounces as Isivreem. And I was like, well, that's funnier than anything I could possibly do. So Veggie on my island loves Isivreem and cannot stop talking about it. Every time I interact with him, he's like, please, 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 Divine One. Some more Isivreem for me. And then you give it to him, and then he's like, I love Isivreem. And then he eats it. And it's the brightest object you've ever seen. At night, you cannot tell what it is. It's just a bright circle. And he's starting to spread the good word. And Alex Trebek very recently asked me, or was telling me, that Veggie told him about the food product. I think it's really good. Unclear how long I will stick with it. It does seem like a game that has like 1,000,001 little interactions, and I think I will go until I see a repeat, which could be quite a while. But you can put so many people on the island that I'm like, the possibilities they really endless. Feel and it's delightful. No, I should do Jeff. I should do Yoff. I should do so right now. Where's my swatch?
I only thought of it because when a friend of mine was playing The Sims 4, she made the House of Games, and Jeff was the head of the house.
That's really good.
Amazing.
That's really fucking good. I have on. I think I can do all of. I think I can do all of it. I've got John.
That's me.
I've got me. I used to have Clay Thompson on the island, and then like literally the day after I started playing the game, the news broke. And then I killed him. I removed him from the island and I replaced him with Meg the Stallion. At the time I just thought it was funny that Clay Thompson would be on the island, and then I was like, what are the fucking odds?
You didn't know that you Etsy witch cursed him.
No, I didn't realize that. Lotus, I don't know if you saw this. John, I know you did because we were in a group chat about this, but someone sent us an image of Klay Thompson on an airplane, and then there was a message that was like, this man has ordered 3 vodka sodas on an SFO to LAX flight and is being really weird whenever anybody talks to him. I said, dude, you fucked up. Anyway, Meg Thee Stallion's on the island. Alex Trebek is on the island. Caillou is on the island. Veggie is on the island, who is just a purple being. They don't walk on the ground. You can set individual little, they're called little quirks, and it's like, it's poses and ways, like walk animations and stuff, and one of them is feet do not touch the ground when they walk. So there's this purple eggplant fucker who just floats everywhere. It's the funniest. It is so delightful. So yeah, that's Tomodachi Live. I was hoping I would like it going into it, and I am glad that I am liking it, because I think I was worried that it was going to be too blank slate for me, because I do struggle with that. As I realized as I'm getting older, I do struggle with a truly blank slate game. But this is, it's programmed beat by beat in a way that I think feels really good.
Love that. Speaking of legs that are touching the ground but very short, let's talk about CorgiSpace, which is a collection of games. That was a bad segue.
No, give it up. 100 years of podcasts, and that's what you get. 100
years, and that's what I got. That's what I fucking came up with. It's a collection of games that is developed by Adam Saltzman and published by Finji. Adam Saltzman is a very, very long time game developer.
Yes, the co-founder of Finji.
Co-founder of Finji, Adam Saltzman, who also made games like Capsule and
Halo 2.
No.
Oh.
What is the Endless Runner game that he made that I'm now cannot fucking remember the name of?
Oh, Temple Run.
Endless. No. Cannibalt. Really cool
Cannibalt.
Game. Which is great. But yeah, this is a little collection of games. And Lotus, did you
Yeah.
So true, John.
A collection of games that are all made in the Pico 8 engine that have short legs on purpose. That's the reason for the name. There are corgis involved. There is, I guess it's not hidden, but now I don't remember how I found it. There's another game that's not part of the main games, and there is a corgi involved. But yeah, there's a variety of games. There's a couple falling block puzzler style games. There's a game that he straight up says in the notes, because every game, once you've played it, populates with a little note of how long it took him to make it, or like the days it took him to make it, and then some notes. One of them took him like an hour, and it's like Bop It kind of in a way. Like it's just a colored gem comes up, and then you press the correct direction for it to go in. And I'm like, yeah.
Great.
Most of them are puzzle games, or at least have a puzzle element to them. Like there's one that's like the teeniest, tiniest Souls-like you could possibly make.
Great.
Which does turn it into a puzzle game. Is the Souls-likes are kind of puzzle games when you remove the reactions a little bit. Yeah, I think the one that I really got into is called Dinosaur, which is this kind of puzzle game that I really like that I don't see as often as I like to, which is where you have to organize guys based on what they like and dislike. So it's like, this guy does not want to sit by the windows or whatever. In this case, they're all dinosaurs. So it's like these dinosaurs need to be next to vegetation, but they don't like to be near predator dinosaurs. And that's the whole thing. And then whenever you solve a level, a little arrow on the side that says win comes up, like going to the next level, and you press it, and then an asteroid comes in and blows all of them up. Like, I'm sorry, it doesn't blow them up, it vaporizes them. And they all turn into dino bones. And it's the first time it happened. It just imagine me playing games like normal, just straight face, just playing games, and then every like 5 minutes I'm just like just a small dumb smile. Because it got me basically every single time.
That's really good.
I think Dinosaur is probably my favorite. I really liked one called Prince of Prussia, which no one's quite sure.
I don't know what
why
could
it's
that
called that.
possibly.
Yeah, but it's
like Legacy of Kain. Do you mean
Legacy of Kain, Prussia? That's where he's from, right?
Yeah.
It's, I guess, again, like a cinematic platformer boiled all the way down, but there's a stealth element to it. You've been captured by the Nazis, and you are now playing teeny tiny Pico 8 stealth platformer game.
Is a little guy. Yep.
It's very good. It's very fun. That's probably the one. Dinosaur has like a daily mode and an endless mode, I think. And I was like, that makes perfect sense. I think I had seen Saltzman say on Blue Sky that like whenever he was testing it, people really, really liked it. And so he was like, okay, I'll do this stuff for it. Prince of Prussia, I'm like, you could go back and make some more levels at any point in time.
If you want. I think you should get in there, maybe.
If you want. I get it's supposed to have short legs, but it took like 30 minutes. So if we could, could bump that number up. You could see like how it could be its whole standalone game, which is not true of all of them.
Yeah.
Still haven't figured out how the fucking card-based dungeon one works. I was gonna look it up. I know that it's based somewhat off of a browser game that is like a true rogue-like with a K. In the sense that it's like the original Rogue and not like what is coming up now. So kind of a pain in the ass in some ways, but in a way that I deeply respect and thought was fun, off of a game called Dungeon Keeper. That game is fun, but was difficult to figure out. This game, I might have to look some up. I don't know what the fuck is all of them, before you play them, come with like a very similar thing, which is in game, you have to blank and blank. And I think for the card game one, it was like you use poker hands to fight through a dungeon. And I said, what a nice story.
Yeah, cool.
It does mean I didn't really like Vampire versus Pope Army. Which is
but
where
that sounds so awesome though.
It does sound so awesome. It just ended up not being the vibe. You're a vampire imprisoned by the popes, and you have to suck all their blood without dying. And hang on, I did write it down because it made me laugh. I think it's in Vampire versus Pope Army, you have to drink popes and escape jail. And the phrase drink popes is just funny.
Drink popes is good. Yeah.
It's fun. It's like $10. This fucking guy can't stop making games. Since I got the code for this game, he's made 6 of them.
Yeah. And
added them to the thing.
That's crazy.
And I saw on Blue Sky today he's working on another one.
Yeah. Saltzman's a prolific.
He's very prolific.
Yeah.
The thing that's so funny is the one I guess I don't technically know if it's for CorgiSpace because I know that when he's working on small things, I think he kind of always works in Pico 8. But I know that the one I saw from him today, he was like, I've been so busy making Usual June, which is like the next kind of flagship game from Finji. No, you're busy. You could still make games. That's not derogatory. That's very much. Like, I'm so fucking busy. I could only make one game right now.
I can only make one game.
I can only make one extra game.
Yeah.
Not enough hours in the day. Lobster.
Not enough hours in the day.
I just wish I could. I just wish I could ship 3 games a week. Like, what are we doing? It's crazy. Niki, we also played a game that I played last week and liked quite a bit called Titanium Court.
It's good. I don't think I have anything big to say. The thing that stops me from having Balatro disease about this game is that there's so much reading in it.
There's a lot of reading in it.
Which
we touched
is
on that
great,
last week, which is true. Yeah.
But there's so much reading in it that I can't get Balatro sickness, which rocks. Because
which is great. Yes.
When I tap out, it's not because I'm like, oh fuck, it's been 7 hours. It's I'm tired of reading now, so I'm done. Yeah. And then I stop playing, and then I pick it back up, and I'm like, my weird book is back. It's time to read my weird book. Yeah, really good. The music in it is excellent.
Music is so good. It's so good. It's so
I hope they do something with that. And it's crazy that you can kind of talking about people who are too good at making shit.
I know.
Just this back to back with Consume Me is crazy.
It's wild. Yeah.
So
totally insane. You also played something called Nos, which is not a game, but instead a cool
it's a rapper.
It's a cool little thing that you're doing in your house. That
yeah.
Once again, are we still in the mode of saying don't comment on anything that
correct.
Niki
It's
is
just
saying.
an
Like,
update.
just don't. It's just an update.
Just
don't
an update.
say Niki's fucking up so bad. Niki, I can't believe Niki's using this component instead of this component. Oh my god, why aren't you hooked into this Russian server that I use to do? Like, just don't give us any of that. Okay?
I don't need it. I don't need it.
Yeah.
I'm just, you're listening to my podcast.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know?
Send us a link to yours. That's about
and you fucking won't, because you don't have one. Because it costs $12 to host a podcast. Okay.
Yeah. Good luck.
They don't give them to anybody.
No. Captivate FM's, they closed the gates after we.
They closed after us.
They said all of the good podcast. We got them now.
Got them all. Okay, so I think the last time I talked about this, so what'd you drop?
A coin.
How much? What's the value of it?
It was a quarter. It's the only quarter I have in probably the house.
Why is it in your room?
I found it in my pocket and I was playing with it. So I stopped.
Okay.
Stopping. I put it down.
So I was gonna buy 2 hard drives from GameStop's Electronic Bay. And then I got cold feet because I didn't want to spend that much money at one time. I have a disease now where I can't spend more than like $70 on the computer without feeling sick, which is great long term, bad short term. I need new sheets. And you know what costs more than $70? Sheets. And you know what I haven't... You know what I have in multiple carts on multiple fucking websites? Multiple sets of sheets, good sheets. And it's like, well, how often do I sleep? Idiot. Every night, dumbass. Just buy the fucking sheets.
Yeah, just
I
buy
can't,
the
though.
sheets.
It's expensive.
Sure.
I couldn't spend $240 on refurbished hard drives because that felt crazy to me.
Right.
And I hadn't. So then I got on Facebook Marketplace, which is a thing that I do when I'm bored because who knows what they got on there. And while I was on Marketplace, I just typed in hard drive just to see. And a lot of them are people who are clearly like stealing computers from their job and ripping out like weird, like 180 gigabyte HDDs, and you take a picture of it. They take a picture of the label and it's like, this hard drive was made in 2009. And you're like, no, I think I'm okay. And also they want $70 for it.
Right.
And then you're like, no, I'm okay. And then there's a bunch of other hard drives that look like they were in fucking Baghdad at the height of the war, and you're like, well, where did you get this from?
They were in the bunker with Saddam.
And it's like, I don't understand where you got this from. And then it's 1 terabyte. It's from 2019. And they want $200 for it, and that wasn't gonna fly. And then I found a listing from just a man who had a picture of 4. I'm just go get them.
Okay, Niki is getting up to get the object that Niki eventually purchased. Okay.
He had it was a picture of 4 Seagate Iron Wolf hard drives on a table, still in the anti-static bags. And the listing had no information other than $100, must pay cash.
Oh.
And they work. Because they're basically new. And I was like,
it just works.
They just
okay. Work. And then I started to do some like mental calculus.
Right.
Yes.
And I was like, the average person doesn't know what an anti-static bag is.
I agree.
So they wouldn't get a hard drive and then put it inside of an anti-static bag for Mark's at place, right?
Correct.
And I was like, worst case scenario, I get killed. Best case scenario, I save $60 American and I buy these 2 hard drives from this man. And then I was like, well, where is he? turns out he was like 10 minutes away from my house. I was like, I'm gonna message him. So I went to the bank and I got the $200. I went to the meetup spot, and he came, and it's just this guy, regular man. And he was like, yeah, I have these left over from an old. Oh, I will say, when I was messaging him, the thing that made me be like, oh, actually, I think this is good. When I was messaging him back and forth, I messaged him. I was like, how are the drives healthy? And he was like, I don't know about the health of the drives. I've never used them. And I was like, oh, okay, so they're new? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, these would be great for a NAS. And I was like, okay, so you know what I have enough information from you to be like, I trust.
They'd be great in a NAS, like the thing that you're building that I've seen you've been building on your computer. Come pick it up from me today.
So I know where you go.
Yeah.
Is he the guy in the room?
Maybe he might be the guy in the room.
That Alice in Chains song. He's the guy in the room. Okay. Anyway,
I go in and he brings them to me and he says, I had these for a project and I just didn't use them. And I think he wanted me to ask a question about that, but I couldn't possibly ask. No, I couldn't possibly, because then that would have given me too much information about where these brand new hard drives that he was giving to me for so cheap came from.
Yeah. He desperately wanted to say, like, I was sorting all 400 terabytes of the milking pornography I have on my,
and I realized I don't need these.
I don't need them. I don't need all of them. Yeah.
So I have these now, and then tomorrow the used SSD arrives, and then I think I will be building the computer probably on Sunday.
That's awesome.
Which is exciting.
What was the last? Remember when you built a computer last?
Mm-hmm.
How'd that go?
Pretty bad. The thing about this one is that I don't have to touch any of the things that make it go. I unplugged some stuff, and I just have to plug it back into the cords that the stuff was plugged into. And it's not mine. I
was about to say, when you built a computer with me, you also had the problem of having me also doing things. So it's like that's also that's gonna hurt.
And Kobe's already dead, so it's like that's not gonna happen again and fuck me up. So like, there's that
was weird. That was weird. Just a quick core memory of Niki and I in the video office of Fanbyte, desperately tried to put my PC together. But like while COVID was warming up, and also Kobe was freshly dead.
Yes, really
weird. It was really weird weekend. It was a really
2020 was a cool year. Cool year,
really,
and it's been cool ever since. So that's the NAS update. Hopefully, this time next week it will be done. I did realize, and this is something, this was just as a rookie mistake that I didn't understand, to create a RAID, which is, no one's quite sure what it stands for. You need random routine RAID. It doesn't matter. To create a RAID.
Try it one more time. And Lotus, I'm going to ask you to guess what it means as well.
I think the D is drives. It's not random. I want to say regimented. Applicate. The I might be inline.
No, you're really close.
It's not, but it can't be regimented. Registered.
You're really okay. Yes.
Registered information.
Information? It's RAID. So
registered information drives.
Okay, yeah. You weren't close on any of those, actually. Lotus, do you want to give it a shot? What does RAID stand for? You weren't close on any of them, Niki. Not even close. Not even
okay,
close.
Great. How about recondite, airline, interlooped, dads?
That's actually correct. 100%.
That's got to be it.
Lotus.
100%.
Wow. Dun, 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 dun.
It's just a redundant array of independent disks. That's all it is.
Independent disks. So yes, that makes so much sense because the redundancy part. I have two 4 terabyte drives. My dumbass was like, "Well, that means I have 8 terabytes of storage." No, I have 4 terabytes of storage because the other one is, and now I'm like, I don't know if 4 is enough.
Right.
Yeah. I learned that yesterday.
Yeah.
So
that's tough. That's tough.
It'll be fine for now, but
it'll be fine.
Tough. I need to learn about storage pools because I have another SSD. It's a whole thing. Anyway, that's what I'm up to. Thank you.
To get an update next time, I'm really excited about it. Also, what I'm excited about is on episode 100, we're going to answer your Hive questions. If you want to ask us a Hive question, you go to vgbs.com/join. Join the Hive. If you join the Hive, if you go there, vgbs.com/join, join the Hive. You then go to vgbs.com/discord, join our Discord, go to the Hive channel, and ask us questions. We have a lot of them this week. We're going to try to get through as many as we possibly can. And we will start with Asked by Grace on April 25th. Which gas station chains have the best and worst bathrooms? Speedway is pretty reliably disgusting, but I'll always be happy to stop at a Love's. Thanks, Grace.
Love's is good. Buc-ee's is famously good.
Yeah.
I mean,
here's what I'll say about Buc-ee's, though. It's overstated how clean it is. They're very standard clean to me. I think that sometimes they're like, you could eat your barbecue off the floor at these Buc-ee's. I'm like, I don't think that's true. I think it's like, it's a perfectly fine clean. But I see billboards like 10 miles away that's like, you've never seen a bathroom this clean. I'm like, I have.
Yeah.
When it comes to gas stations and road trips,
it's pretty good.
And women's bathrooms, there is not a better bathroom than Buc-ee's. Unfortunately,
I can't speak to that. So that's true. That's a good point.
Unfortunately, it's just true.
That's a good point, because any men's room at any point has at least 5 or 6 guys that are actively pissing in each other's mouths at the urinals. They're playing fucking sword fights with it. And that's what they do. It's crazy. Men can't. Here's the thing. People with penises cannot pee standing up. It's a trick. We've somehow done this dumb thing where we've gone, well, the thing dangles down. We could just stand up. But no, you can't. No, you can't. As that shit goes fucking everywhere. Eat weird, come, piss weird, all that stuff. It's just going to split the stream like a goddamn HD splitter, and it's going to just go everywhere. It doesn't matter what time of day. It doesn't matter. We're just walking around, going into bathrooms, going like, it doesn't matter where the spray goes. And when we leave. It's like, what do you mean? It's okay. It's crazy. Anyway.
Yeah, which is why, that's why, though, it's so crazy. Urinals, not hygienic at a basic level. Convenient. I get that absolutely. Many times in my life, I've said, man, that would be nice. It'd be nice to not have to wait in line. And at Buc-ee's, I've never had to wait in line to go to the bathroom, which is insane.
That's good. That's big.
For a women's bathroom, that is like the highest peak that you can reach. Because even Love's has nice bathrooms. The women's bathrooms have 3 stalls usually, which is not a lot. Especially because the third one is obviously the handicap stall, and I'm like, well, just in case. Also, because that also has the changing room or the changing table, and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna fucking use that one unless I'm really gonna be quick. So yeah, especially if you're on a road trip, Shell is maybe the worst bathroom that like I've ever been in. Period.
Shells are pretty bad.
They're awful. I wouldn't use those if I could avoid it.
Shells are pretty bad.
McDonald's is usually bad. That's not a gas station, but you'll see them on the road a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't know if this is true everywhere. In Texas, a lot of Loves are connected to McDonald's.
Yeah.
For some reason. Yeah. McDonald's bathroom awful. Loves' bathroom really fine.
Bad. Fine. Loves' is fine. QTs are fine. QTs are fine.
Different guys. QT is fine, yeah.
I have no opinions on this. I'm not pissing in gas stations that often.
I'm not pissing I'm not pissing, says Niki.
Try not to, but on a road trip, Sometimes there's no choice.
You gotta piss. You gotta piss. You have to piss. Funk asks, you get 140. Sorry, let's start that over. You get $103 to $154 a week, free untaxed income to help yourself do stuff
Start
on
over.
the daily. You just listen. You just get 100
employment.
You get $120 a week. Let's just say that you get $120 a week to do something extra.
Okay.
What are you using it for?
Rent.
Yeah,
Don't ask
what?
stupid fucking questions. It's $120. It will go to rent.
I'm putting it in a Roth, I think. I just learned what that is today. I'm putting it in there.
Thank you, Mr. Roth, for your service of making.
Dude, I literally had no idea that it was a fucking guy. Lotus, do you know about this?
He's in Tomodachi Life, yeah. Tommy Donchi, Chad Jippity, and Rothira.
Rothira. Yeah. I didn't know that. Shout out to him. Maybe my fun answer, I would probably put that money to like taking some sort of class. So I think I would probably have to save it for 6 months and then spend 6 months spending it on a class on the back end, if that makes sense. So it would maybe be like a ceramics or something similar.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Maybe like a cooking class.
It goes straight up my nose. Dan asks, I have a coworker that consistently pronounces the second A in the word Arabic as Arabic. I cannot understate how funny this is to me. Well, you cannot overstate how funny it is to you, right? Every time it happens.
No one's quite sure. No way to know.
What is something you love that would significantly ding your social credit score in the PRC?
I mean, as we know, mispronouncing things for no reason is
it's
pretty
really
high on
funny.
my list.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's really funny. It's really good.
You know what? Oh, wait. Is it something that another person does that makes you lose respect for them? What is the question?
It's just something you love.
I think it's just something you enjoy. That
something you love that you're not right for.
That's not right. That's not right to love. Yeah.
I love watching people fuck up parallel parking. It is really one of my
it's really good.
most
really good.
Like, I will stop what I am doing. I will sit in my car because sometimes I have to park on the street at my place because we only have one parking spot.
Yeah.
So I will sit in my car sometimes and be halfway out of my car and I'll be like, oh, they're about to try to parallel park. And I'll sit and I'll wait and I'll watch. Yeah. And it's like, it is such a treat. It's such a treat.
Yeah.
Every time.
It is good. That is really good. Well, I mean, obviously, I love a lot of things that I don't think are nice, right?
Sure.
I love when people fall. It's funny, except when it's not. There's a line where it's like it's not. It is funny. The older I get, the closer that line gets to me.
Yeah.
Of like, it's like
interesting.
Like I see.
What does that mean? Do you think?
What is that? Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's like, okay, like a kid takes the tumble or whatever. It's like, oh, that's still funny. But it's like an adult eating it hard. I'm like, oh, that's like a
that's it.
That's like a 2-week problem for that person.
Yeah.
To eat
interesting.
It that hard. Yeah. But that's still kind of up there. That's still mostly up there for me.
You like reality television.
I do.
Yeah,
which is its own thing, but specifically the entertainment of seeing horrible things happen to these people, I think is maybe part of it sometimes.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I think definitely seeing these people's lives implode in increasingly predictable ways is still like, yeah, I like seeing the iceberg on the horizon, and I like being in the engine room with them going like, do you think we're about to hit an iceberg? And I go, no, I was upstairs. Clean sailing ahead, folks. We're good.
I'd love if everyone in the engine room also sounded like Kim Kardashian for no reason. I just think that being in the engine room is like so fun.
I just think shoveling coal is one of those things that nobody really understands except for us, Kylie.
You either get it or you don't.
Or you don't. All right, now here's our fucking fruit block. We have a fruit block of questions. Okay.
Woo!
Woo! Fruit. Jordan, play the jingle. Wow, what a cool jingle that Jordan wrote for us on this show.
We'll have to commission Charles to get a fruit jingle.
asks, yeah, I know. Oh, we should. Oh, that's a good one. Niki, you're still muted. Your lips are moving, but
see, here's the thing. I don't know when I muted myself, and also something that happened is that now I have 2 of this tab. So, and I don't quite understand.
You only have 3 recordings, so that's good.
So, should I? I'm not. Okay, I closed one, and it's fine.
I love that you were like, I'm going to ask the question before doing it, and you're like, no, I'm just going
for
in.
What?
Whatever happens, for what? Haneker asks, what's the best fruit for eating?
Great question, because this is asking not what is the best fruit you can eat. What is the best what is the fruit with the best design?
Correct.
For human eating. Consumption.
Right.
Is gonna please.
Especially because we did design them in a very deliberate way.
Sure.
I think it's mandarin oranges / cuties / halos. Because
Yep.
also I was thinking about this too. My favorite fruit is strawberries. I would never just be like, oh, let me just eat a strawberry. Like like they're wet and they'll turn your hands all red. Whereas a little orange comes with its own shell. I'm not really mad about hands smelling like orange.
No.
They peel apart into little bite-sized pieces.
Yeah. I think that is the only answer.
Yeah, banana was second because I do think it's important to have a hand-proof.
A handle, for sure.
A handle,
and then because then you are finished with it. The thing about an apple is that you have to hold it weird by the time you get to this other side.
Yes, I love apples. Hate the experience of having to eat like a whole apple.
What's the biggest ratio from pain in the ass to eat to enjoyment? Because I think it's a mango with a bullet.
Mango.
I was gonna say pomegranates.
Oh, pomegranates.
The ceiling of a pomegranate enjoyment to me, I think, is actually not that high for me.
I guess that's fair. The thing is, I really like pomegranates in other things, or like pomegranates like covered in chocolate or something.
Salad.
So that's even more effort. Whereas I will eat a mango like a child, and just fresh.
I don't know.
Don't like if I say
don't knock on my door.
No, really, for real. If I go, I'm gonna eat a mango. Don't come looking for me for a little while. It's like really disgusting. It's not good. Yeah.
But I don't know if this is maybe just a here thing. The last 4 mangoes I've gotten, the edible meat is so there's rock in the middle.
Right. There's a rock in the middle.
But it has gotten much bigger.
Oh, rock bigger, so flesh, not much flesh.
Not a lot of flesh.
Juice really ain't worth the squeeze.
No, because then you cut it and it's like, well, this part's hard, and then you move the knife over a little bit, and you're like, it's still hard, and then you're like, okay, well, and then most of the fucking then most of the fucking mango is hard.
Oh,
so I don't know what that's about. I've been burned on mangoes lately.
That's not good. Yeah, that's bad.
For the last month, I've been burned on them. So
damn,
I haven't had a mango in a minute.
What's the best fruit for decorating?
This one has to go to straws.
Yeah, it's got to be straws.
Make little shapes, little teeny tiny slices. They can be flat.
Apple.
Because you can carve an apple too.
You can carve apple. You can smoke apple.
Fast.
That is true.
But you could also, if you're doing like a caramel dip apple, like a candy apple.
Oh yeah.
Then there's then you got that.
That's true. Straw, I think, is good. I think raspberry also good for decorating because it sits.
Raspberry.
They're very nice. Oh
wow, fuck a raspberry.
I fucking hate those guys. Disgusting.
Wow. Jason asks, what's the best fruit for throwing?
I mean, the classic is a nasty tomato.
Yeah, classic.
It is a tomato.
I suppose it depends on what's the goal. If you're in the theater throwing the tomatoes at the actors, it's because you're saying "boo, you stink."
Boo.
Intent to harm, those rocky ass mangoes Niki be eating.
Rocky mangoes.
Yeah.
Rocky mangoes.
Onion, good.
Because that's not a fruit.
Onion's a good option. Oh,
that's
yeah.
not a fruit. That's not a fruit.
I got bamboozled.
Niki, that's not a fruit. And also Lotus. Oh yeah, onion, good fruit. What?
For throwing.
What are we doing?
Throw an onion at someone, they'll be all stinky.
What's happening? What's happening to both of you?
You don't believe in God's fruit of the earth?
Yeah, you don't believe in God's apple? The ground apple? Onion?
The ground apple, onion.
Isn't ground apple something?
It's potato.
Oh, is that potato in French?
Lotus,
Is that what I'm thinking
This is
of?
not an episode of If You're
it's
Driving,
palm.
Close
It's
Your Eyes.
what
is happening?
But
right
mine's
now?
a real question.
It's palm to earth or whatever.
Yeah,
Palm
palm
de
to
terre.
earth.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Palm de terre. Yeah.
Yeah, palm to earth.
That's what I was thinking of.
That's right. It's tomato. Blackjack says, "What's the best fruit for juicing?"
According to the juice companies, fucking apples. I was so excited. The character of the week on Instagram.com has been this gentleman, couldn't tell you his username, but he opens every video by saying, "Here are my juice opinions as the #1 juice lover." And then he takes a sip of a full glass of whatever his juice of choice is. And he brought up a very important point, which is that you'll buy a fucking juice and it'll say mango, orange juice, citrus, mix, whatever. Reliably in the ingredients. Fucking apple juice.
Apple.
Mostly apple juice.
There's a lot of apple juice.
They're
Lotus
cheap.
is not okay.
It's not right.
Fucking pissed.
Apple juice is fine in its own way, in its own mixture.
I don't like apple juice because you can't make it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you crucially can make apple juice.
That's not true. Listen,
Little did you know, at John's previous job, they had him sit on top of the barrel and squeeze him with his bare hands. That's
exactly right, Lotus. That's what I'm saying. Orange juice, I can squish orange, make juice. You know? Yeah. Pineapple, I can squish pineapple, make juice. Okay?
Grind on.
Not with your hands. You're not going to do that with a pineapple.
If I cut sharp off squish, pineapple juice come out. Yeah, I'm not going to squish a fucking apple and get a drinkable amount of liquid out of it. I see.
You'd need a machine.
You need a machine for it.
Right. Yeah. That's fine.
I can't make apple juice.
Okay. All right. Fine. Yeah, okay. So your criteria is I'm dropped on a desert island.
Correct.
I have juice. I have fruits to juice. And
correct.
So you're just using that criteria.
Just like Animal Crossing. I realize it's only apple trees, and I go, fuck.
Yeah. No. I delete the island. I kill everybody on it, and I try again.
Myself.
And myself, and I build myself again. I try again.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, how generous are we being with the definition of juicing?
Oh, please explain that.
Yeah, what the fuck did that mean?
That's a great question, Lotus.
Any fruit added to lemonade is the best thing, but lemonade is not just lemon juice.
I understand.
No, but I would say, what's the best fruit for juicing? It's not asking what is the best fruit juice by itself.
That is a good point. I mean, but lemons. I guess it has to be something you can just throw in there.
No,
yeah,
my answer is probably lemons.
I don't think so because I think it has to be orange. It has to be orange over lemon because lemon's smaller.
There are.
I was watching a vlog of this woman.
Lemons in juice.
Where was she? Woman in Finland. She's like, I'm making breakfast today. She pulled out the biggest fucking lemon I've ever seen in my life. And then later on in the vlog, she was making a different breakfast and pulled out another one of the same size. I'm a grapefruit size lemon.
That's crazy. That would go crazy.
I guess in Finland they have Finland apparently.
Finland.
I don't think I need to go there. I guess.
No, I don't think there's any food you need to be over there
no,
for.
Over there.
I don't think you would let. I don't think.
I'm going to McDonald's. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
if
100%.
I'm in Finland,
oh, yeah,
I have no interest in your native cuisine. Yeah. I don't. I'm really sorry.
I'll eat one.
I'll eat one. I'll eat one once. Otherwise, I'm going to KFC. You've got to have one.
If you do start a sentence, well, this fish is a delicate. I'm like, no. Where's the McDonald's? Where's the McDonald's?
I'll get a fillet of fish there.
You're not serving me a delicacy of nothing here in Finland. You were not doing that. I'm going to get a Big Mac. That's the delicacy of my homeland. That's what I'm doing. That's the delicacy where I come from.
It's so funny to be racist to the Scandinavians.
It really is. Pantera Anka asks, what's the best fruit for fermenting?
Grapes is the one everyone.
I mean, it's got to be grapes, right?
It's
obviously
grapes. Probably grapes.
Yeah, I don't think
apple's pretty good though.
No, because again, with apple, you have to juice it.
Okay, right, but you're right, Nikki. And now I'm on your side now with what juicing is. Which is,
you know what I'm saying?
Like a strong man tearing a phone book in half. It's just taking a vice grip of the fruit and going, well, I've made juice now. So if you can't do that with an apple, and you're right, I can't. Then I guess we disqualify it.
It's got to be fucking grapes, and I don't think there's another one.
It's got to be grapes. That's fine. When you eat a banana, this is Adam Juice. When you eat a banana, do you eat the dark tip or do you throw it away?
You can't say that.
I feel like this usually is
never
noticeable problem.
Oh, like almost never. There is always a reasonable person would say there is one other bite of the banana left on this banana, and I'm throwing it away.
Yes.
I'll just eat it.
Like, no, the part that is connected to the base of the banana, I don't eat. I don't eat that part. I eat like 98% of the banana on average. Maybe honestly, like maybe 95% of the banana on average. The last chunk, there was always still banana in the thing, and I only feel that way when I'm eating the banana. I only feel that way when I'm eating the banana straight. Because I will the grocery store. It doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't understand this. I've never seen this before in my life. The grocery store by my house will sell 5 pounds of bananas for $2. But then they're in a bag. But then if you go next to the bin where the 5 pounds of bananas for $2 are, they will sell you banana for 39 cents each. Why would it? Why would I?
Why?
Why? That doesn't make any fucking sense. No, anyway, when I cut the bananas up for my smoothies in the morning, I don't care. I will leave the ends on, and I'll put those in the bag that then goes into the freezer. But if I'm just eating the banana, I can't. No, autism.
No, try.
I don't know. I think that's it. I think I did. I think I just did. I don't think there's anything else. I think I just can't eat all of the banana when it's raw.
Okay. So
when it's raw.
So taking the banana and cutting it up and then putting it in a blender, you're like, the part I'm not going to eat doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter
now, and it's
in the blender. Exactly. Yes. Exactly.
Okay. All right.
It's been cooked.
We've transformed it. It's been cooked. Okay. I eat 100% of the banana almost every single time.
Even the fucking peel, you sicko.
No, not the peel.
You gross.
No, not the peel. Just the banana flesh. I eat the whole thing.
That's good.
What's the best fruit for being fancy? Asks Chris.
Fancy?
Yeah, what's for being fancy? Fruit for being fancy.
I feel like cherries are fancy.
Cherries are pretty fancy. I don't fuck with
I don't really fuck with cherries, but I feel like they're fancy.
You don't fuck with cherries?
I like cherries. There's a seed in it.
There's a seed in it. I don't care. I've said this multiple times. If you put me in front of a pound of cherries, I will eat the whole thing until I'm sick. I'm literally sick. I will eat the whole thing until I'm sick. I've done it 3 times as an adult, as an adult, like not that long ago. I've stood at the kitchen sink with the glass where I spit the pits, and I get to the bottom of it, and I go, "Oh, I had plans for these," and now all of them are sitting right here in the middle of my chest, and I will not eat for like 2 days because I feel so sick. So
yeah,
that's how we get down.
I love cherries. I don't. The seed part of it makes me.
It is a bummer.
I feel like that's why they're fancy, though. They're prepared.
Yeah.
If you, in some distant future, want to, and I'm not kidding, actually trick me into harming myself to death, make seedless cherries. No, make seedless cherries.
Why have they not done seedless cherries?
And they go, well, here you go. Here's a 5-pound bushel of seedless cherries. I'm like, they're in my belly today. They're gone. I'm dead. It's over.
When I was little, I would just eat maraschino cherries out of the jar. Which is nuts.
That's wax. It's wax. Basically.
Yeah, it's wax.
Yeah.
But like the cheap shitty ones. But now I've learned about Luxardo cherries, which are really good. But they do cost $4. And for a while, I was finding them off of the back of trucks.
And that's fancy.
That what's up? They were just like making their way home when I was at the store with me. I would look in the back and I'd be like, "Oh, that's so crazy." There's some Luxardo maraschino cherries in here also.
Niki, I knew what you meant, but I actually thought I literally thought you would like leave the grocery store and you would see a truck that's delivering it, and you're like, ooh, and you just pluck one out from the back.
One time,
and you just put it in your bag.
I was in Providence. When I was in Providence, I had just dropped Barley off at the groomer, and I was sitting in the parking lot. The Petco in downtown Providence, or not, it was adjacent to downtown Providence, was in a shopping center, like it was a strip mall that had a liquor store. There was a Whole Foods and the Petco, and then there was a McDonald's on the end.
Yes.
It was in the morning, and I had dropped Barley off, so I was getting back into my car, and there was a pallet that was just in the fucking parking lot, untouched, of McDonald's breakfast items. There were boxes of the McGriddles tops, and then underneath that it just said McDonald's hash browns. And then it was like, and I was like, I could do the heist of the fucking century right now. Yeah, but I didn't. Awesome. And I think about that moment every day because it would have changed my life. But
yeah,
here we are.
That would have been amazing. Bone Chug Actual asking, what fruit is the most satisfying to squish?
I was thinking about this when we were thinking about juicing. I think it's blackberries because there's like a million little squishies.
Okay.
Niki said apple, and I'm going to quit the podcast. I'm going to fucking quit the podcast.
If you had the strength to squish an apple, which nobody does. Then you're pretty satisfied.
You'd probably go crazy, right?
Because it's insurmountable.
I'm so angry. I'm angry. So angry.
Bananas are really satisfying to squish.
And I squish them a lot for banana bread and stuff.
Yeah, with one of those thingies too.
Yeah,
it's good. I think that's a good.
I think both of your answers are good. Banana and blackberry, I would both say, are very good squishable fruits. Yeah. I think they're really good. MC Benji asks, have you picked up any tasty local fruits as farmers market season kicks off?
Motherfucker, every day is farmers market season here.
In California. Mm-hmm. That's right.
I'm also here.
Miss it every day, trying desperately to get back. Desperately.
I believe in you. We have it has to be fruit.
I was gonna say I don't think I've bought just fruit. I've bought jam, as I talked about, I think last week.
I had good strawberry, I got good straw babies.
What was the question?
Gun to my head, couldn't tell you, bud.
Yeah, have you picked up any tasty local fruit from the farmers market as the season kicked off? And Niki's answer was, gotta be fruit. It's gotta be fruit.
So I had I got a pretty good croissant the last time I went to the farmer's market. And that was pretty yummy. That was pretty good.
No,
It was
that's fine.
really flaky.
I'm gonna take up smoking cigarettes on this.
Well, Niki will just draw some for you in Tomodachi.
Yeah, it's gonna be easy.
I'll grab one from you from the window, and it'll be like num 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 num. I haven't been to a farmer's market yet. This
you should
season.
go to one. They're nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to one. I think maybe on Sunday because I need to get my knives sharpened.
Nice. If you were like Dylan asked, if you were a fruit, what kind of fruit would you be?
Apple. I have to pee.
Okay. What did you say, Lotus?
Already am. Famously, you only associate with fruits, John. Good answer.
Good answer. God, we got to get a fruit ally. We got to get a fruit ally shirt on the fucking site, don't we? That's pretty good.
But it's only apples.
It's only apples, though. Panthera Anka asking. Oh, well, maybe I should answer the question. I would be.
Yeah, I don't know what I would be.
I think I would be a wild blackberry because if you pick one of those fuckers up and you put it in your mouth, it's like, what am I getting? Am I getting kind of a little sweet, tasty treat, or am I getting the most sour thing you've ever put in your mouth?
John, I was thinking almost the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I was gonna say blueberries. Are you gonna get a good one? Get a weird squishy one.
Get a weird squishy one.
And what mood are you in also? Because sometimes the weird squishy ones, that's the vibe.
They're just kind of sweet, and that's the vibe, and that's yeah.
I don't like berries. I like other than because of that variability that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Bananas and strawberries.
The highs are so high.
Not worth it because even the highs, the textural issue is a problem for me. So it's strawberries and bananas are the only berries I fuck with. Rasp, black, boysen, Marion. Fuck them all.
Did you not say strawberries and bananas are the only berries I fuck with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
what?
Listed all the other fruit, all the other berries that
I don't fuck with. Bananas are berries.
Bananas are berries.
Seeds inside. Mean berry.
Yeah, it's
apple is a berry. It's not. It isn't. It isn't. But bananas are for real. They're berries.
They're berries. That is true. All right, Panthera Anka asking, what's your most and least favorite? Oh, sorry. No, I'm not.
Oh, I see. You thought this.
I thought it was most or favorite fruit question this week, but no, that's not what that's asking. So we're going to skip it for now. Like Dylan asking, is it pronounced mana or mana?
It depends.
We're gonna
like in Magic the Gathering.
We're going to circle back to that Vash question. We're going to circle back to the Vash question because this is a good one, but for the end. Mana?
I think I say mana. Like, I'm out of mana. Although, again, speaking to the fact that I like to mispronounce things for no reason, when I played League of Legends, we did call it Menagio for no reason.
Great.
Menagio, that's good.
I think I came up with that.
That's good.
Great.
Couldn't tell you the motivation.
That's fine.
I like that.
It's good.
Thank you.
We're going to save all of our episode 100 questions for the end. We have a couple more to get through.
No, we need to save them for episode 101 so we can pad it out.
Oh, God, maybe, actually. Maca Brett asking, Niki, who's going to win the Miami Grand Prix?
McLaren looks good. They Lando got sprint pole. I'm actually not sure. Because again, and I don't know why, the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix got canceled. So there were two races in the Middle East and they just got canceled. So F1 was off for 5 weeks, which was an unplanned break, which meant that I didn't talk about this because it would have been the whole fucking show, but they literally patched F1 this year in a way that is legitimately nuts. I'll do the briefest. They changed the the cars are new, the chassis are new, and the power units are new. The power units this year, the whole thing was that it was a 50-50 split between internal combustion and electric power. It isn't that, because they couldn't figure it out. It's more like 60-40. And then they were every driver, when the rules were pitched, was like, this is gonna fucking suck. And then F1 was like, don't worry about it, it's gonna be great. And they started racing and it fucking sucked. Everyone hates driving the cars and they're really complex and really complicated. And the racing is kind of bad and kind of dangerous, because the cars are, there is an unpredictability in the deployment of the electricity in the cars sometimes that is resulting in situations where drivers are coming up behind or in front of other cars at sometimes like 2 times as much speed. That's because crazy. You don't know what stage of energy harvesting the person in front of you is in.
Yeah. Jesus
which happened Christ. During the Japanese Grand Prix. Ollie Behrman came up like 70 miles an hour faster on Franco Colapinto's rear. He then dipped a tire into the grass so he didn't run directly into the thing, and then hit a wall at 50G.
Jesus Christ.
Crazy stuff.
Did you send me that clip?
That was a different thing. The clip I sent you was of a guy going through a fence in Georgia. Different guy. Yeah, an IndyCar. He was fine. Yeah. Anyway, they patched F1 over the break, which gave everybody a lot of time to redo their stuff. McLaren started the year off kind of rocky because their cars were fucked up, but now they look to be very good. I think Lando is going to win this week. Long answer to a very simple question. I think it's Lando. It's Lando, Kimi, Charles is my podium. Take it to the bank.
Take it to the bank. Lovic asking, are you still not washing your rice? I think this was just me who said I didn't wash my rice. Okay. I need to clarify something.
I think one of the first episodes I was on is when this debacle. Oh, she looks smaller than normal.
I know.
She's shrinking.
So little. She's so little.
She's a little.
I'm turning her into my miniature wife.
Oh. It's like the Peacock show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was about Barley all along. She's looking at you funny. That's fine. Yeah. Are you still not... Listen, Lovic, if I'm making rice on the stove, I'm going to wash my rice. Okay? If I am making it in my Instant Pot, if I wash my rice, it turns out gummy when I use the rice setting. If I don't wash it, it turns out great. That's my answer.
Okay.
So...
Sure.
Sorry, everyone, to continue to disappoint. Canceled. I had most people almost unsub from the entire program when I said I didn't wash my rice the first time. It was tragic. But Lovic, I'm happy to answer your question. Papa Bear Zach, what's the best thing to have 100 of?
$1 million.
I was also going to say $100 million bills.
Yeah. Lotus and I are locking that in. No, it's too late. There's only 2.
That'd be good.
I was going to say my only other, because I don't think that there is $1 million bill. 100 owned and paid homes.
That's great. You got to pick where. Quick, Lotus, quick. You have to say where. Quick, you have to say where they're going to be in Flint, Michigan. Hurry. Okay, great. You did it.
I'm selling 95 of them. Y'all can live in the other ones. You can have those.
I'm going to say MRI machines. I want to own 100 MRI machines, you know.
Are you a bit character from The Simpsons?
Just got to rent those out to people.
The MRI renter.
Yeah.
John drives by a fucking DaVita dialysis center and is like, how do I get in on this? Because it seems like they've got the dialysis machine industry pretty locked the fuck down. But you know what else everybody needs to live? MRIs. So I just gotta buy a football field.
And honestly,
I'll put all those fuckers next to each other.
And honestly, when it's my time to go, I'm gonna put all of them in a field and turn them all on at the same time, and y'all just gonna watch me pinball across all of them over and over and over again. It's gonna be so sick. It's gonna be so great. Cam asking, we're gonna go back to a couple of these. Cam asking, how would you fix the DMV?
Hey, folks, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
All right. Okay.
It's fine.
I don't know where my car registration sticker is. They lost it.
Oh, that sounds like a you problem. I think the DMV is fine. Wait, for me, I go to the fucking grocery store. They have robot, and that's how I got my registration. I say tip license plate number, and then I swipe my card, and then they printed me a sticker and my new registration. Every time I've been to the DMV, I just make an appointment and I show up. And I think we have. I'm just obviously coming at this from a very privileged perspective. I think we have gotten such a bad relationship to social services that we are afraid of doing them at all. And sometimes you do have to wait in a weird office. I think that's just part of being in a society.
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't need to be an hour away. That's how I would fix them, is if there was more of them.
If there was more. Yeah, I live in a place where there's a lot of DMVs.
Yeah, we have one.
That's tough.
One that you can do all the stuff at, I guess I should say. There's other smaller ones where you can do like 2 things.
Here's how I'd fix it. This is really simple, Cam. You just get rid of driver's licenses.
I mean, at this fucking point, they'll give them to anybody, so why does it matter?
They'll give them to anybody. You go blind and you have 8 strokes when you're 80. They'll still let you drive.
They let my grandpa drive.
Yeah,
they shouldn't
100%. I know. I get that. It's like, yeah. Bone Chug actual asking, what's the most kissable bug?
None of them. What the fuck? Fuck you.
I think it's a ladybug. You just go. Oh.
Ladybug. Oh, they're so small though.
One time a ladybug went in my ear.
Ooh, that's tough.
We should say a bee.
That's good.
Fuzzy bee.
Yeah, Jordan, cut that other shit out when I was talking about ladybugs. Yeah, it's a bee. It's definitely a bee. Smooch little bee. Frustrated Grunt asking, would you rather take up train spotting or plane spotting?
Probably plane spotting.
Yeah, I think planes. Okay. I already kind of do that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I look up plane, I say Alaska flight.
What is plane? Alaska flight. Yeah. That's fun. I like that. Beard Dragoon, excuse me, asks, y'all like tapas? We got a great tapas place in my city. My wife and I love going there, getting a cocktail, trying out the seasonal menu.
Yeah.
Beard Dragoon. I like
if
tapas.
Food is good. If food is good,
tapas.
I like.
Yeah.
I like tapas. Tapas are great. Little small plates. Yeah, that shit's good.
The thing about LA is that we chew through trends really quick.
Yeah, you do.
So we don't have as many tapas places as we used to. Because right now the city is on what if you had like a dark neighborhood bar that had a good food menu, which I love and appreciate because I live near a handful, but we're kind of, Los Angeles is out of the tapas window, which is, I think, a mistake because I love tapas.
I was gonna say, all I hear about LA right now is that, but especially little matcha cafe to sit and work in, drink my grass so I can work for my not real job.
Yeah, my email job.
And get mad when I get kicked out for not buying anything.
The thing about matcha is that it's fucking disgusting.
Yes.
Thousands of years they've been fucking up. Just making a bad decision for thousands of years.
Yeah.
They're saying it's ceremonial grass. What are you talking about?
Los Angeles has had ceremonial grass for a long time.
Exactly.
That's right, Lotus. That's right.
That's what Snoop Dogg was talking about. The original.
That's what Snoop was talking about.
I'm shocked he hasn't had his own matcha brand by now. I'm shocked.
Remember when he said he wasn't smoking anymore, and it turned out that he was doing an advertisement for an outdoor stove?
Yes.
Yeah, or it was like a fire pit or something.
I do.
Crazy. I love how unabashedly that man just likes receiving checks.
He loves money so much. It's really
it rocks.
It's pretty good.
Good for him.
All right, we're in the home stretch. We have got one question from Sphinx. Why is it that places that are the only place you can get something done never answer their phones?
So true, babe. Why? It's because you need to access it. Yeah.
You already have to pay the money most of the time.
Yeah, you want it too bad. If you're not looking for it, you'll find it. Is that helpful?
Okay, Master Shifu.
Yeah, no, it's tough. All right. We have a couple of VGB's questions and a serious. Actually, okay, I love this question from Jesse. At what point in your life would you say you were the most online, and what would be an example of something you were doing at that time? That's a really good question. I have a very actually vivid answer for this, but I'll let you go first.
Working in social media, don't do that.
Yeah, the year was 2019. I worked at a website called fanbyte.com.
The year was 2024 through most of 2025, and it wasn't good for me.
No, it's bad for you. We're not designed for it.
That. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was probably 2013, 2014 for me. I was just kind of learning about like a lot of the kind of marginalized groups that were getting kind of harassed online. And it was good that I was getting a lot of that information. And I was also gaining friends that like, were affected by those things, and I was learning. But I was also the kind of person that if you were in my vicinity for more than 5 minutes, we were talking about that stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Tough.
like all the time.
Tough.
All the fucking time.
Yeah.
And I was also with someone at the time that was just kind of also okay with just doing that the whole time. And that was bad. That was the worst it ever got.
Tough.
Now, granted, you might be hearing yourself go, well, John, it sounds like you learned and that's good. I was like, yeah, but I should have kept that shit to myself. You know what I mean?
You had to have the jackass phase of learning. So.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So that was really annoying. I remember being really annoying, and that was a good example of that. All right, games industry question. Disco, long question. I'm going to distill it if I may. A lot of coverage over this new Steam controller that is out probably more or less by the time you're listening to this podcast. It's $100. It's getting really good reviews. But it's got some modular components, easier to repair than your average controller, blah, blah, blah. But Disco Bandit's frustrated that a lot of the coverage is not bringing up alternatives like 8BitDo, GameSir, other controller makers that do make good PC controllers that aren't getting a whole lot of action. I don't know. What do we think about this $100 Steam controller and all the other stuff that's out there?
I mean, if the question is why aren't people bringing them up, that wasn't in the press release that Valve sent them. They don't know who they are, they don't care, and they don't pay for them. And also, when you get all of your controllers comped, it doesn't matter to you how much money it costs because it's not your money. I cannot make myself pay $100 for a controller. I don't really care what it does.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think that's kind of where I am too. On that. But Lotus, your explanation about I think why outlets aren't. By the way, I've seen a couple do it. I think Chris Person was talking about it. I can't remember if it was actually on an article, but I know he was talking about it online. I know some people are talking about it, but I do think like the mainstream press is doing exactly what the lamestream media is doing exactly what Lotus is saying. Is they're getting the stuff.
They're just putting out a press release and they're just putting out that they did the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
mean, again, I'm notorious for thinking that Valve has no fucking idea what they're doing. RE ergonomics. Because I fucking hate holding this. I think it is the worst thing on the whole planet.
It's a very
using
weird...
the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
So the idea that now they've created a controller that is like a Steam Deck is just a nightmare to me.
Yeah.
What I will say about the like 8BitDo controllers is that none of them are trying to also be your mouse. for a computer that you have connected to your television, which I do think is a different product than like what they are currently selling is a different product than what this is. So Valve's problem is that they, yes, fundamentally are releasing a controller that costs $100, but it was supposed to come out with the PC that they were also making that's supposed to go under your television. That is not anywhere near coming out, or you know what I mean, or probably near to be coming out. I think it's like it is being talked about in a way that is not what the product is, because the noun that we have for it is controller, which is true, but I think it is probably closer to one of those like lap keyboard mice combo situations, plus it is an Xbox controller. But couldn't find me dead in the woods with one in my home, so I don't give a shit about it.
I am actually right now. I am helping.
Are you buying one?
Nope. I'm helping a brand new member of the Hive navigate a problem with sign up. So that's just kind of the customer service you can expect.
John's going to do it while I'm talking.
From VGBs.com/join. Okay, well, don't put it like that. Okay.
No, well, I mean.
I agree. You're not going to put one of these in your home. I understand that. I understand what you're saying.
I'm joking. I'm kidding. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay.
On that.
All right. That's all you got. All right. That's fair. I think that's, I don't know. I think all of that is fair. Little puppy. All right. A couple more questions. Toast to your 100th episode. Harkaven asks, what are you drinking? I was drinking drinking a Dallas Blonde.
Why did it take you so long to read the words on the can?
Fucked up off that Dallas Blonde.
No, it wasn't that. It was like I couldn't remember the name of the local brewer that did this, and I think it is it might be Community. I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was trying to remember, but I was trying to look for it on the can, and it's not there.
Yeah, I was really expecting when you rotated it around, I was expecting it to be the Book of Mormon on the other side, and then there were two words.
Yeah, I did look at it like it was an entire terms and conditions document, and I was like looking for a clause, but it's just the two biggest words you've ever seen. Anyway.
I was drinking, right now I'm drinking water out of my brand new 40-ounce Owala Free Sip Sway.
What?
Not sponsored. I like this water bottle a lot. Can I actually talk about it?
Lotus and I were quietly horrified by that, I feel like.
Is it because
my internet is bad now? Actually, I think it's okay now.
Okay.
While Niki was talking, I thought Niki's internet was bad, and I was like, "That's why John is being quiet." And then I realized John wasn't moving.
No,
my video connection
frozen.
Is still terrible, but I think I'm fine.
Yeah, you sound fine.
Yeah, you sound great. You're great.
Yeah,
I'm talking about my 40-ounce Free Sip Sway from the fine folks over at Owala. Which is a great water bottle that I like.
Yeah.
I don't actually like it a lot. My biggest complaint is that I bought this one because the water bottle. Can you put the brand name in there? Because it's by Owala. That's Owala. I bought it because the other water bottle I had didn't fit. Thank you so much. Did not fit in my cup holder in my car. Mm-hmm. And I was tired of it when I would break, it would fly out of the fucking car seat. And I was annoyed with that. So I was like, let me find one that is still insulated and also go in my cup holder. And there really aren't that many of them. And then I found this one and I bought the 30-ounce one and it was too small. There was not enough liquid in it. And then I bought the 40-ounce one because it was bigger, but the proportions on this are fucking insane. Like they're so really tall weird. Because it needs really to still tall. Fit. Like the base of it still needs to fit in the cup holder. It's so tall. Yeah. In a way that's whatever. The main thing, I haven't talked about the bike in a minute. It doesn't fit in the cup holder on the bike.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Which it's like it's too top heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's not good.
That's a bummer.
That's not fun. That is a bummer. I hate that. Yeah. Okay. Chihuahua Pug's asking.
Oh wait, I didn't say mine. I'm drinking.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Diet original cola with lime.
Ooh.
Whoa.
With lime.
With lime.
That's exciting.
It tastes like delicious chemicals.
Yeah, I bet.
Can I show y'all something that I saw that is fucked up?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Hold on. I'm gonna send it in our Discord.
Okay.
I'm scrolling. Let me see if I can find it.
We're waiting for Discord. Definitely can't talk about.
John, put it on the TV.
Images we've put in here. Okay. All right. Hold on. Hold on.
Since when?
So fucked up. Yeah, Lotus, you want to describe what it says?
Is this because of DEI?
I have no fucking idea.
This is crazy. A two-tone green bag of Tostitos, and it says Tostitos, hint of lime, flavored triangles.
That's
and then there's
crazy.
And then there's a triangle-shaped window to the triangles.
Why?
Like, what are we
They're
chips.
Talking about? They're chips. They're just tortilla chips.
I was so confused because I went through a period when I fucked heavy with Tostitos hint of limes when I was in high school, and I was like, these are the best chips ever made. They've peaked, and then I was like, actually, I think these are fucking vile. But they were in my brain. They didn't say the words flavored triangles on them.
No way. That's crazy. Flavored triangles.
Flavored tringles.
Yeah, no. With lime reminded me.
Hint of lime. Hint of lime on those triangles. Chihuahua Pug's asking, any prediction for what will happen between now and episode 200 of the VGB's podcast, gaming or non-gaming related?
Oh, gaming or non-gaming related.
I mean, GTA is going to save the industry.
GTA is going to save the industry.
Clearly. So I was thinking about this. Episode 200 is going to fall in like early April 2028. So just between now and then.
Okay. They'll officially announce Beyond Good and Evil 2 is not happening.
Oh shit.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. You know what I'm going to say, Lotus? I think that day does. I think that day does come. But it's after that date. I think it's like I think we're at episode 200. I'm gonna say 227 is when that's gonna be.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Well, no, we can put this in I'm gonna put it in my calendar right now.
Yeah.
Please do.
Okay, will you send your Mac Mini agent to go put it in?
Yeah. I'll fucking
227.
Okay, April. We'll do it on Friday the 14th. Is Beyond
Good and Evil canceled.
Dead?
Yeah, that's good.
Question mark. Add guests. John.
Add guests. Add guests.
Okay. I don't know.
I think Microsoft or Sony will announce that they're getting out of like the console business.
Oh yeah, that could be.
That seems right. I mean, I think the Microsoft one is tough because I think they're gonna do it, but they're not going to.
But it's not going to be the same thing, though.
No, I think they're just going to say that they're getting out of the console business, but what they actually mean is that we just make PCs that go under your TV.
Yeah, I think.
Which, I think everybody's then going to be like, so it seems like you make Xboxes still, gang.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that they'll fix. I mean, GTA. It doesn't even matter because it's going to be like 2006. It's going to be like 2011. It's going to be like 2015. It's going to be like 2020 when GTA 6 comes out. So I wouldn't even, it's really hard to even talk about the future like that, you know?
Do you think the not E3 thing will still be around? Icons thing?
Icons?
That folks,
happened.
that just happened.
Right. Do you think it'll still be happening?
No, but it's like that. I got emails about it, but I don't think I opened a single one. But like
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I saw an article from like gi.biz or someone that was like, and here's what this year's icons was like, and I said, oh, it happened already.
It happened. I mean, I saw a couple of Instagrams from a couple of people in the industry, and they were there, and I was like, oh wow, that came and went, huh? So yeah, no, probably not. I think that's probably dead. I think it happens.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah, probably.
One can only hope.
I think it happens.
Inshallah.
I think it happens, but before then, and yeah, I don't know. Predictions are hard, but I think AI will become like a genuine reckoning for like at least one major developer. Like there will be like a major problem that they have to unfuck and they can't, and it means like something major doesn't ship or gets like pushed back or whatever. Like I do think there will be some sort of kind of Titanic level disaster. There's part of me that like. Not that I think it's too big to fail or it's inevitable or anything like that. There's part of me that feels like the bubble bursting is going to be weirder than what we think it will be. It's going to take a more nebulous shape than the previous bubbles bursting.
I just think the thing about this, I think you're right, John. It's just that when the .com bubble burst, it was fine because you could still go to PetSmart.
You could still go to PetSmart. That's true. That's so true.
You know?
Yeah.
And you could still go to the bank.
Yep.
You know? But now the bank is AI.
The bank is AI.
Like in the bank is AI.
Right.
And like in the Petco is AI.
The logistics to get the stuff to the place now is
AI.
Like the logistics frameworks to get things where they are in the world is you're right. No,
so I think it is going to look weird. It is. I think it is going to feel more like a technological regression than I think we've maybe experienced.
Yeah.
But because there's just so much of it that probably honestly is fine. Like it's working fine and has been abstracted out of being it. But yeah, I don't know. I think when eventually the banks are like, well, it seems OpenAI that you aren't going to make $15 billion in 2 years.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
I read an article on TheVerge.com that basically was like, everybody, it's just a bunch of researchers who were like, the rate at which like people, like regular people would have to use AI in order for it to logically in order for it to make sense is physically impossible because of how much it costs to run it. And like the lines literally they'll never meet. They do not match up because at the point wherein a person is like, well, I guess I will pay for this thing that used to be free. Right. No one is going to do it. Like if they get to the point where they're like, actually, to use ChatGPT, which is what they need to be doing, in order to use ChatGPT, you need to pay us $20 a month. People are going to be like, I simply will not use this anymore.
Yeah.
And then that's it. Yeah. And then it's over. So,
well, I can't
it's
wait
not
for,
far.
I can't wait for it to cost $200 a month, because there'll be people that do it, and those people are going to be really funny.
And they're buying these fucking Mac Minis right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be they got to set up their agents, you know. All right, we got 2 more questions. I lost it. It's Jason asking, the world is kind of a nightmare. You said it. So tell us, what thing made you happy recently?
Saw some good birds yesterday.
What'd you see?
Good birds are cool.
Trillion cardinals. Easy. But that
Great.
always happens. Saw a chestnut-sided warbler. Saw a gray catbird. Saw a Blackburnian warbler. Saw a black and white warbler. My favorite guys because they're silly and cute. Probably some other stuff.
Sick. Last time I went to the park, I saw. Hold on, let me open me app. I saw. Yeah, because I'm using Merlin. What did I see? And the name of the guy was so funny, but now I can't find it. Oh, it signed me out because it's a different phone. So time to die.
Oh man. I've started taking walks in the afternoon at work, and I've got like a little walking group together at work, which is kind of fun.
Cool.
So it's like 5, 6, 7 of us kind of go and do that, and it's nice to get the sunshine. And fuck.
Turn it off. It's the last
one. So one more.
Vash asking.
For the people listening, I did the 6-7 thing.
They both did this.
I was just gonna let it slide, but then John
Barley
did it too.
Barley learned how to use the stairs again. She
I
fell
thought
down.
you were going to say Barley learned what 6-7 was. Because you came in so
I'll never teach my dog about memes.
How did she figure that one out?
No, yeah, she fell down the stairs like in late December.
Yeah,
basically.
I was gonna say it was a few months ago. Yeah,
it was in December, and then she just was like afraid of going up and down the stairs in my place. And when my roommate came home one day, they were upstairs, Barley was downstairs, and I was out of the house. And my roommate was like, "Where is Barley?" And I was like, "I left her downstairs." And they were like, "Are you sure? Because I think she's upstairs." And we were both like, the first time she did it, we didn't see that she had done it.
Right.
And then we
the dog has
realized
just
that. Yeah. And then we realized that she just got the courage up to use the stairs again. So
that's awesome.
Now she's flying up this fucking staircase. Like it's
Barley
no freaking problem.
Way to go, Barley Bear. All right, Vash asking, happy 100. What wishes do you have for yourselves / VGBs 100 episodes from now?
I hope John gets his wish of whatever the goal he set this year was. I forget what it was. But you were like, I want to write X amount of things during 30? SGF, maybe?
Yeah, well, there was 35 pieces to go up. Pieces, not podcast stubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've got 33 to go, I think. So it's halfway a little bit behind.
We're halfway there.
Yeah. We'll get there.
Yeah.
I'll get there.
Yeah, I don't know. I just hope we're still doing it. You know?
Yeah. It also says for yourselves. So if you have like a personal wish in the next
personal wish.
Job not hate.
Job not hate. That's a good one.
Job not hate.
Sounds cool. Job not hate. Job not hate. Honestly,
job not hate. Normal amount of money, or more,
or none work money, free.
Work money
for sure. That's
none
true.
Work money.
This is the real pie in the sky for yourselves, which is VGBs. We become the most famous people ever.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. No, that's
have
great.
Many monies.
That's great, Lotus. I was gonna kind of come at it with a different angle.
Oh.
Pivot to sugar babies, all 3 of us. So
all 3 of us. That's what I'm saying. Kind of I'll be a housewife. I do not care. If my job is talking to microphone 2 times a week and take care of house, fine by me.
Perfect.
Fine by freaking me.
But I want to be in love.
No, I also I want to be in love. No, listen, I want to be in love also.
In love. Money. Does anyone else have a Lunar New Year wish to add to the poll?
10 barleys for everybody.
10 barleys. I think it'd be sick if it would be sick if we got famous enough where it was just like, we each of us are putting $15,000 a month in our pocket. That would be so sick.
Why did I turn blue?
I don't know.
Violet, you're turning violet.
Did you eat the
Maybe.
candies that we told you not to eat? I definitely. I mean, I hope we're still doing it. Yes, I think we will be. I hope we grow our subscriber base by a very specific number. I don't feel comfortable saying into a microphone.
Seven.
It's seven. John, it's seven. The number that John is thinking of is seven.
It's just seven. It's like, so we could take care of it next week.
Really quick. And it's not that fucking hard.
Yeah,
folks.
It's not that
just
hard.
Go to vgbs.com/join. It's just seven people.
It's just seven people. Just 7 people.
You got like
fucking 7.
For only 10 cents a day.
That's it. For 10 cents a day.
10 cents a day.
I was thinking
I don't know. I want to grow our
recently-
subscriber base. That'd be cool. I want to have some more guests on and things like that. I mean, it's hard to coordinate things. People get busy. It's just hard. So
yeah.
What are you gonna say, Niki? Sorry.
Oh no, I was just thinking recently how cool it is that we get, like, legitimately actually that we get to still do this. I think there was a period of time where I was like, you couldn't fucking pay me. I don't want to do what the fuck.
I know.
The fuck? Couldn't, not a million fucking years. Could you get me to do this again? And then we started doing it, and I was like, oh wait, no, I like it. So that's good.
We might have removed the ingredients that weren't fun from doing it the
probably
first time around. So yeah.
So that's nice.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something else.
Ooh.
Oh, it was not related at all. Did you? So the other day I was thinking, if I cloned Barley, it wouldn't be the same dog. Isn't that crazy? Why would you clone your dog?
I don't know.
Is it
why
Barbara
would anybody
Streisand who
clone
did
their
that?
dog?
Or is it someone else? Barbara Streisand,
That
3 dogs,
seems right.
same dog.
I think she did that.
3 of same dog, but it's like it's not the same fucking dog. So it's like why I don't get why you would clone your dog.
Well, I think I might be misremembering. If it is, well, whoever it is, I think it's Barbara Streisand. The first time was just grief gone, grief and too much money. I'll get the same dog.
I'll make the dog again.
And they kept making the dog, and she was like, well, it's not the same dog, but it's pretty similar, but they have slightly different personalities. So it's like I have my dogs like siblings, and that I'm like,
you could just get another dog for $100.
Just get another dog.
Yeah,
get
they're
free
$100.
dogs.
This was $100.
Yeah.
I got this one for $100, Babs.
I got one for fucking free a few months ago.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean,
they don't cost anything.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. They're around.
A lot of them around.
Too many, some are saying.
Too many. That's what Bob Barker was saying.
Too many.
Yeah.
That's right.
Bob Barker is like, cut those little fuckers off. That's what he said at the end of every episode.
That's what he said at the end of every episode. Yep.
Folks, this was a blast. We did it 100 episodes, and to celebrate 100 episodes, we have one review that was left for us this week from user Vibon.
The game's called Vib Ribbon.
Got it. 5 stars. My wife hates how much I quote these guys. Very good, very funny, very chill pod. Woke the family up early to go to a Jollibee. I then spent the hour-and-a-half car ride figuring out how to explain that it was for a sweater John said was cute, only to discover that it was online only. Anyway, these guys are great, and I get stoked to see them come on the feed every week.
And when they ask you why we're going to Jollibee, just say it's just because I love you, honey. I just thought it'd be fun.
I just love you. I just want to get you Paschetti and chicken.
That's so fucking funny.
That's all I want.
Thank you for your service.
So
and sorry about the impending
I'm
divorce.
really sorry about. I'm sorry about that. Like, no, this is so true though. If my name gets attached to your divorce settlement, like if I get contacted, like if I get named in a lawsuit, I'm gonna pretend that I didn't read this, that I don't know you, and all that stuff.
The last 10 minutes just cut.
Yeah,
just cut.
Gone.
Totally. But thank you so much for that review. Made me laugh a lot. Thank you. And thank you, dear listener, for making it this far, 3 hours plus into the VGB's podcast. This is episode 100. Do y'all have anything to plug or say before we get out of here?
Thank you. Like, actually,
Website.
for real, thank you.
Yeah.
Website and thing. Oh, it's not on my thing this time. Dialedindie.net. I thought I could just say website, but I forgot. I'm 30 episodes old.
There we go.
Thank you.
We put it on screen. Dialedindie.net. Go find Lotus's stuff there. You go to VGBs.com/join. Join the Hive. It is the only way to financially support us. But of course, you can tell your friends about the website. The Return of the Monkeys. Lotus is dancing with them. It's great. Also go to our Discord, VGBs.com/Discord. I'm going to pop the P.O. Box right up on the screen one more time. That's P.O. Box 202-863, Arlington, Texas 76006. All right, folks. Thanks so much for hanging out for 100 episodes. We'll do 100 more.
Woo!
Until next time, keep on buzzing.